Hi, I'm Bill Slavacek, R&D Director of Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, and you're listening to The Gamer's Haven.
Dungeons & Dragons, Kingdom of Thoth.
Noble Knight Games has been serving the needs of thousands of gamers worldwide since 1997. A huge selection of over 30,000 unique products, including discounts on most in-print games of up to 50% off or more. Noble Knight Games is the place for out-of-print RPGs, board games, war games, collectible card games, miniatures, and all things game-related. They ship worldwide and will purchase or trade your titles you no longer need, new, or used. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Just visit www.nobleknight.com or visit our website for direct access to thousands of new, out-of-print, and in some cases, one-of-a-kind items.
This is the Vorpal Network.
And the robes open up, and I'm actually a gnome bard or something.
Wearing the skin of an apple?
This explains so much.
I know, you know? That's why his aim was off. Okay.
You're just filled with steam, and all your magic isn't magic, it's steampunk. Once in a while, rallied out of his ears.
Sorcerers do that.
Alright, well, we had cleared a path back to here.
No, we didn't get all the way
It's
around.
dark,
Oh, okay.
and also you can't see it with the big rocks in the way.
Well, we're gonna move it. So I could just move this and see.
You could. The druid is now blind.
The druid, yes.
Ethan, no. Ethan is now blind.
I don't think it works that way.
Anyway. Alright, so last you guys left off, you guys were going to sleep inside a labyrinth.
Oh boy.
No, actually, we did sleep, and we had weird dreams.
Inside a labyrinth. So you're gonna sleep inside the labyrinth. And you guys slept. And you had weird dreams.
Inside the library?
Where's the pit of eternal stench?
Over there.
Sweet. Not going there. Although if James's character were here, we would be going there, because I'd be shoving him in.
And collect bottles.
Now, your skeleton NPC,
I'll help you.
Philadel, is not animated at this time. As soon as you guys came into the labyrinth, he stopped moving for whatever reason.
Hey, we finally banished him!
We bundled him up and carried him with us.
Brendan is missing, though you guys were following his blood trail. Well, you think it was his blood. You're not sure. There was a lot of it.
Where are those from?
Lab rats. I complained in person, and they gave me these figurines that they were like, oh, wait, here you go. Because you've been...
So you spent $20 on that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't even remember how much I paid, honestly. But
At some point, we're going to fight some rats somewhere.
there was more to it, too. There's a Cthulhu rat. I like that one.
Alright, so, you guys wake up.
You remember Tracy, right?
You're not dead.
Can't come. He goes to...
That's good.
It's like 45 minutes away from...
You guys have your powers back.
Hurrah.
Yay! I can
Powers
fly!
The ones that you
And
use.
I have super strength, so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
world!
It was all that.
Oh, wait.
The druid has gone crazy.
Not those kind of powers, right?
Stop eating the mushrooms!
Why? Mushrooms.
I just found him in the corner over there.
Bad mushrooms.
Well, let's keep following the blood trail.
Sure, I like to be slaughtered, so let's do that. Alright. Sounds good.
Sounds like an excellent plan.
So, you're going to... Okay, so...
Hold on.
Who's pushing... Well, it's going to take at least two of you to push it.
Or didn't we have it out here so we can push it aside?
Yes.
But if we need to retreat, I guess we'll never be able to do it anyway, so.
Well, we might have to come back here and rest again, so I think we should.
So,
Would we like scoot one to the side so we can get past it, kind of? Except now we.
No, we still
whatever.
wouldn't be able to move it again.
We'll be able to do like over there.
We'll want to push it out there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
okay, it'll take two of you guys to push it, because remember, these suckers are heavy.
He's strong. He can do it.
A cleric of cord. Come on now.
Yeah.
You're like, I can do it myself. Yeah.
Yep. You're not that. I think last time it took you and John. It takes 34 points to push it.
34 points. Oh, I got that. Sure.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
I don't know.
What's your strength, John?
Because I think it was
18.
And yours?
What's on it?
Not very strong.
Am I stronger than you?
You need,
I don't think so.
we need a total strength.
No,
I think for that, like our strength score.
I was 13.
Yeah.
How was this?
Oh, that would suck if it was just the bow. I can't move these ever.
It's like no.
32, and I don't know. There are enough of us here. We can push it.
Whoever's pushing it, though, I just need those characters to be up there.
Okay.
They are.
No, there.
Here, I'll help. There.
Okay.
I'm helping.
So you push it to about there, and it stops.
Oh.
Well, can't get out that way. Gotta come down.
Over me.
And it starts to kind of push kind of against you.
Make sure push harder.
Okay.
Now push harder.
Flatten, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna step back and get out of the way of the block and see if whatever the block comes past us.
Ooh, this is my chance to shine.
if we stand
Everyone
out of the way-
stand back over
Now the
here in
question
this
is,
corner,
does
and
anybody
when it
have,
pushes, I
hammer
will
and piton?
blast whatever it
Hammer
is.
and piton? No, I don't think I have a hammer and piton.
I lost all of my stuff. I used to, but I don't anymore. Now I just have like basic stuff like.
Flint and steel, no hammer and piton, sorry.
So you are stepping back, Mr. Nick?
Yes, I'm
You
stepping
step back. Well, at that point, since now there's not an extra person there, it starts pushing in.
Well, I will back up at that point.
Okay.
I'll get over here so I can get right up next to when it comes through. So I can kind of...
John, where do you want to be?
Put me on the other side of Nick. On the other...
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Where's your character? You're the one over right there. Okay, in the back. Like, I'm going
No.
to get splattered against the wall
No,
when the
I
block
see.
goes.
We don't want to be in that corner.
I probably don't, but...
Because if you're in that corner, you're not getting in that
That's
block
true.
all the way out.
Oh, yeah, you
Probably true,
can.
Yeah.
You're going to be trapped in that corner, and it's going to suck to be.
Somebody move the block
let's see.
5 this way. And then kind of stops right about there. You guys can hear some interesting voices, very, very, very muffled because there's a giant frickin' rock in front of you. Does anybody speak Infernal?
No.
Probably James.
Yeah, probably.
He probably speaks in his sleep.
So can you use this cardboard cutout to interpret for us? We can hold up to our ears.
Well, keep in mind, he's missing.
Yeah.
So you could
Right,
hold up
right.
air and say, hey, Jordan! Aww. Sad.
We'll use the spirit of Dragon to use with
He's
us.
probably not
Spirit?
dead that you're
Oh, yeah,
aware of.
like in spirit, like not
In spirit.
His actual
Alright,
spirit.
so our priest is attempting to talk to the spirit of Drendon, which may or may not be dead.
One can only hope.
We can only hope. So the rock moves just a very small, maybe a foot forward. So there's this little gap.
Oh no, the imp is back.
And, well, it's kind of dark out there, but, John, where you're standing, give me a perception check.
How tall are the blocks?
There you go to the ceiling, which is 10 feet.
Okay. D20?
Yes. What's your perception?
I'll lean over to you, Balog, and hand you a thunderstone.
Okay, thank you. What they want to do with this?
If you want to chuck it through that opening, go right ahead.
Okay, Chuck. Understone being
I
chopped.
think the people right here, let's be friendly to them and show them a way out.
16.
Oh,
Okay, so you're looking kind of in the dark there, and for a second you're pretty sure you saw metal armor. The light from your guys' room is glinting off of some metal armor, and then at that point this little stone goes flying over your head. What's the thunder? Okay. What is it?
Area burst 1 within 10.
Okay. Nick, roll a
It's +8 versus fortitude.
roll a check. Add
17.
plus 8.
So it'll be 25.
All right. And does it do damage or what?
1d4 thunder damage, and the target is pushed 1 square from the center of the burst and deafened, save ends.
All right. So you're sitting there trying to okay, there's something in metal out there, and suddenly this stone goes over your head, and for a second there's lightning as the stone hits the ground, and there's this squad, 6 or so, of these demon or devil things dressed in full plate, and you see the stone kind of go, and then kind of watch the stone, and then lightning just, so you're like, and
I go out because I'm looking the other direction, right?
no, you're looking through the hole. You're looking through the hole. So when your vision comes back, you notice that there's now bodies on the ground outside the hole.
I have more of those. And I handed you a pebble.
So what kind of exercise am I going to need to get a welding helmet?
There is a crazy gnome in town, so at some point you could just ask him.
I might just do that.
So,
Are they dead? Are they dead? You guys smell something cooking.
Something smells like what for dinner.
What? Food!
No?
I'm hungry!
Okay.
What do I smell bacon?
where was Dog during this?
Oh. Poor Shaco.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
well,
Push the block out and
We can
examine
push the block. If there's a
carcasses.
nice foot gap there, we could actually haul the block into the room.
yeah, push it in.
Pushed off to the side.
We could push it that way.
If you pull it to the center of the room. That's what I'm saying.
Can we pull it down?
There's a little gap, so it'll take a little bit of time, but yeah,
You can't pull it because
You can only get one person to pull it. Unless we stand on top of each
Yeah,
other's
but
heads.
if you get enough, you can get it's gonna be tight, and you're gonna be one person's gonna be oh, another person, oh God, I'm so close to, and you guys can get your hands through, and you can get it moving just enough, and then you can
Until
get
someone can-
behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said it's moving to the center of the room.
That is possible. And then when you pull it out, in this hallway,
And I will supervise.
you'll supervise. And in this hallway, there's just these 6 smoking metal demon
lumps.
devil bodies.
Woo! Search them.
Comes up.
Search it.
I don't have anything good since only the thunderstone to kill them, but
If you want my statue of a cat, I'll be more than happy to lend that to you.
Well,
I've got Tanglefoot bags and alchemist fire.
they have plate mail, heavy shields, and long swords. Everything's in good condition except kind of warm.
You don't have a bag of holding?
Some of it stinks.
Our person with the bag of holding is not here.
Guessing, yeah.
Also, it's covered in, one of you, I don't remember if it was Valley or if it was Bailoff, but one of you figured out that while you can't read it, the script on the wall is Infernal, which is the language of the devils. And the armor is covered with the same language.
Ray.
Lovely.
Okay.
What do these things look like?
They are about 6 feet tall, human-like, if you take off one of their helmets. Humanoid-like, they have little horns. It looks like their armor is bolted to their bodies.
Cool. They get hella hard.
Kind of depends on how much you want to, like... They're kind of like a turtle in the sense that the armor is, like, part of them. So, yeah.
So if we see these guys again, we just pry their armor off and they die.
Pretty much.
Hold still.
Check.
I want to make your armor off.
We can make soup of them.
It's like, crowbar. Alarm, crowbar.
Is the blood trail still there?
Oh, yeah.
And
Are they clearly dead?
They don't seem to be moving.
Okay, I'm gonna dismember them, just to be sure.
Saxon looks at you disapprovingly.
They're like demon things. That's not natural. You can't tell me that's natural.
There is now...
They're not natural.
If they're not clearly dead,
Dismember them?
just make sure.
There is now this black
cut their hair?
ichory blood.
Yeah.
This black ichory blood is just splattered everywhere. Now you'll remember that when you killed... You actually have killed some of these guys before. When you guys were in the tower, you fought some of these armored guys. When you killed them up there, though, their bodies disappeared. These bodies have not disappeared.
Hence the dismemberment we're trying.
And he just dismembers them.
What if they can't exist on the normal plane? So down here, wait, what the heck?
So you're telling me our skeleton dude is now no longer can't exist on this plane, but the other ones can?
Now, I'm not really sure how he's dismembering
How's that-
since he has a
how's that
mace. But
It takes
I got a
a lot
dagger
of
too.
work.
They look.
So Balog
Hey,
is
look.
taking his time.
They're dead.
Okay.
Like, hang on, this dagger is not through the tendon yet.
yeah, when he turns the blood everywhere, he's just covered. It's just dripping. It's like the blood, when he hits it, the blood finds him. And he smells really bad now too. He smells kind of tainted and evil. Actually, everything in the room there where they were smells tainted and evil.
Okay, well, when he starts dismembering them, I just look at him with this look.
Me too.
It's gonna
I'm watching in shocked silence
basically.
away from the door.
I'm all for him dismembering them, but I don't want to have to walk through it. So
This is
Yeah, that's wrong.
It took you guys about like 10 or so minutes to move the stone this way. That's when it stopped and it got pushed to the back that way. It took maybe 5 minutes to be pushed out. Then you guys threw the stone, which took a second. It took you about 10 minutes to, pull it out. I mean, they're heavy. And he could probably go another 20, 30 minutes dismembering these bodies.
Take that long? I'm just gonna borrow some.
I'm just standing there.
All you have is a dagger.
I'll borrow a sword.
I'm just standing here with you going,
a sword.
I'm speechless.
Who's going to give you the sword?
I don't have one.
I got a frying pan.
And people sometimes ask me why I don't worship a deity.
Well, you guys are like, oh, they may not be dead. Let's leave them alone. I want to make sure they're really dead.
I didn't say they might not be dead.
And he's got the dagger in there,
Sure.
and he's sawing.
I'll tell you what, if they were killed by or knocked over by one thunderstone, we'll throw another one, and then I will incinerate the bodies.
Thank you. That will make me
We don't have
happy.
to worry about it.
I would say when you began dismembering the first one, if that didn't wake it up, nothing will.
I'll just cut off their head. That'll be the end of my dismembering.
With the dagger.
Thanks.
You're like,
Tenderize,
John's character was nice enough to take the helmets off, so, when you
Did
take
they
them
have
off,
weapons?
they were
They just had
bolted
spears.
around their necks. They have swords.
I'll take one of the swords and just do some hack and slash.
Okay, he picks up this creepy-ass infernal sword and starts...
Take it off their heads.
I think we need vacation after this.
So are the goblins?
They're devils.
That works.
It's nice to see civilization is set in.
Actually, you could do an Arcana or Religion check to kind of figure out what these are. So
Sure.
that's up to you. I don't.
Let's do that.
Can I do that?
You can if you're trained in either one of those.
I think I was.
You should be trained in
Should
at
be
least.
trained in Arcana.
I am.
Arcana's wrong. And religion is
Go
useless.
with,
Therefore, if studying religion means
You're so smart, why can't you read this?
I have one of those moments.
I don't need to read this.
You know, basically, you take.
Well, how are we supposed to learn 20 and know what to do?
What do you do?
Does a 20 let me know what they are?
With
And if you say
Arcana,
kill it, then
you
you're
have a
being
lesser
big.
form of devil, basically. Devil soldiers.
I'm just stopping you.
Well,
The fact that the wizard can read it is a bad idea.
they can be powerful. They usually can.
Yeah, he's been pretty useful.
Yeah.
You know, living in glass houses, throwing stones.
He lives
He's
with
not
a
the
bunch
one
of
cutting things heads off after
with a
they're
bunch of
already
black
dead.
petals and pots.
You didn't know about
I
that.
understand, but
Yes, we
Disappear like a lifetime.
did. They're smoking.
So that just means they're singed. Doesn't mean they can't come back to life.
You sawed through their heads.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm making sure they're dead.
If it was alive, you think it wasn't going to wake up when you took the sword and started sawing back and forth?
That's why I'm doing it, to make sure they don't come back alive.
They really, really are good at playing dead. They don't respond at all.
Well, you never. If I stop now, if one of them wasn't dismembered,
I don't
never got
like
off
doing
of these.
things half-ass.
It's true.
Saxon, while you're
Didn't you just like stick your sword through the forehead or something? Did you really have to like cut through the
Okay.
entire neck?
Do you not know how to kill evil creatures? And come on, this is part of the
29.
one of the ways to do it here. We gotta chop off.
Well, there's definitely movement coming from down the hall. You can hear shuffling. And then at that point, coming within the light, ladies,
Excuse me, dog.
we
I
have
need
company.
you
I resent that.
to go pee somewhere.
Wait, I'm sorry. You resent that?
That he called you ladies, yes.
Oh, that we call us ladies. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Children?
Yes, Grandpa.
Respect your elders, boy.
Alright, I need initiative as some more of those armored dudes show up.
I say you're off my lawn, you better.
Thunderstone here.
What are you doing to me?
Right there, so.
And that one.
Add 5?
Yeah.
25.
Seriously? You wasted a friggin'. Oh, dude. Oh, what a waste.
Like I can waste it.
I know,
It's,
I'm just-
it's fine. I'll handle
There
this.
you go. You get to go first and do
Robin,
your
what
roll.
did you get?
26.
What? She got to go first.
Colin, what did you get?
25.
Nick?
19.
Ethan?
24.
Jeez.
John?
18. Usually, that's a good score.
Yeah, usually.
And
Apparently, not.
Who takes improved initiative anyway?
I like approved initiative.
Oh.
Robin, you are up first.
I shoot one of the front ones.
It says.
I roll a natural 20.
Okay.
Go on to like shish kebab. You group them.
And I'm marking it as my quarry. So, it takes damage. Lots of...
It's going to be max damage plus whatever if you have a magic weapon.
17 was... I don't have a magic weapon, I don't think.
And we get we got one action point per encounter or per.
We start with
You
one.
start with an action.
Yeah.
And
then how do we?
after 2 encounters, you get another
2
one.
encounters.
So on and so on.
Okay.
Alright, so one takes an arrow and dies. That was 26. 25.
There you go, buddy.
Go for it!
Good. Don't miss.
What are you doing?
14. I'm going to do burning spray. Would that really, okay, does that rule affect things where they're in hell, so fire doesn't really bother them?
if you don't
Find out.
Well, let's find out. I'm going to do Burning Spray.
Close blast 3.
You'd have to do.
You're going to have to move up.
Closer.
So you can move your speed, which should be 6. Because 3 is 1, 2, 3.
You'll have to move up one more.
Is that a 3?
Yeah. Close blast 3.
Why not?
Oh, you could. Well, yeah. For close plus 3, it would start there. Wouldn't it?
Oh, there it is. 6.
Starts in an adjacent
The one
square.
Right here.
Yeah, I mean, like it would go back to there to get those two guys. So
Okay. So you add 10 to whatever you rolled there.
that's a 25 or 24.
So you hit the first one.
Versus reflex.
Now you need to
you rolled to hit all of them. Then
hit the first one.
First one, 3 and 10, 13.
Okay, so you hit this one because it's a burst 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. So let's see. Yeah. So you hit him.
Yeah.
You miss him. Go ahead and roll for him.
15 and 10 is 25.
you roll damage.
And is it versus reflex?
Yes.
Yeah.
D8 and 7.
8 and 7. 4
11.
and 11.
All right. Well, 2 more of them fall burning from the magical fire. I'm very happy about that.
It makes me smile. They aren't happy.
Ethan, it's you.
Okay, well, from where I'm at, at the frontmost one, I launched Chill Wind, which is a first one within 10, so. Versus Fortitude. So on the first guy, 27 versus Fortitude.
Yep.
The 13 versus Fortitude on
Nope.
the next, and 30 versus Fortitude on the next. And assuming the minions are dead.
And those dudes die.
I was useful.
Yay!
Oh, useful.
There you go.
On 23,
Still dismembering.
let's see. Well, he could do that. Well, he's closest. He teleports up here. He doesn't even... It doesn't seem to even faze him that all of his friends have died. He just is like... And he just teleports from the spot he's standing right in front of Valiant. And he slashes at you with his longsword.
Oh,
And does a 13 hit your armor class.
no. He also takes 1 damage because he hit me.
Did he?
Oh, he didn't hit me, but he should still take 1 fire damage just because.
He's like, fire, I eat it. It's tasty. So, that was the mighty devil grunt there. On 23, 19.
Okay. How close can I get? I've got a movement of the speed of 5.
So each square is, you move a square, so each square.
Okay. Okay. So that's within 5. The bad guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Use Lance of Faith. And roll against reflex. How about a 23? Is that gonna hit?
Yes.
Okay. And I do a whopping 13 damage. Yeah. 12 damage, sorry.
Alright.
All it took was 1. So.
You have more bodies.
Search! Are these the same type?
You just go back to your hallway.
Are these the same
They
type, more or
did the
less?
same exact type. They
You have last guy?
Are the bodies still in the hallway? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, the dismembered ones.
Well, yeah, that is matter. So I'm making sure that they didn't...
These are the same type.
Let's keep moving forward.
Okay, fine. Step.
That was just neat. Let's keep going.
Alright, and the blood trail goes off that way, right? Alright.
Yeah. And
Follow the
we're
blood
going to
trail.
Where do you want to be?
Going.
Nick?
What's our marching order?
I'll leave the pack unless someone else wants to.
Well, I figured John would,
I don't care.
I figured John would go first because he's our big bruiser guy.
He's our meat
Do you want to
shield.
go
Well, when you guys run past me, it's not as helpful.
I never run past anyone. All of my attacks are ranged.
I didn't move.
Alright.
Come on, stay behind
Olaf,
me.
go ahead.
The meat
Take the
shield.
lead if you want. Go for it, Olaf.
Or you can take up the rear and run it from behind,
Yeah.
whichever you want.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay.
You guys are so fast, you should be in front.
But see, you won't be able to catch up to us if we zoom ahead.
Not to mention if the person in front will fall in the pit traps first. So.
Yeah.
I pet Jacob.
Yay, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob's horrified by the... there's a horse. I forgot about that.
Oh yes, there's a horse. So I'm walking with the horse and Jacob.
Is it the horse with no name?
No.
You guys don't know that?
Oh,
Okay.
our-
Never mind.
Yeah, it's the horse with no name.
So
We didn't want it to die, so we didn't.
yes, and he's on there. So I'll probably be in the back with the horse.
Okay.
Hey Val, you want to come up here?
I'll be...
I'm in the front there.
Put me off to the side a little bit. That way if I need to shoot somebody, I don't... Oops.
Don't, oops, is that what you said?
Whenever we go to a labyrinth, we should bring our horse.
How's the horse doing?
Well, the horse is horrified by the dismembered bodies and the blood.
Speaking of which, actually, all these bodies have armor, right? No, I'm not going to dismember the horse. I'm just thinking we could use him as a pack horse and actually get some of the valuable armor and whatnot, and get him to carry it.
I'm not sure the armor would be considered valuable because it's
Anything
bolted to
different about
bond,
that?
and it has infernal written on it.
It could be a
hard to wear.
I'm sure they're interested in it. Maybe we could,
I think Brendan made
They are not metal you
probably
are
said
aware
that we should leave it here.
Okay.
Now, if you grab one of the swords and kind of mess around with it, weight-wise, everything like that, it's pretty standard. Right. But it's definitely not your standard iron or steel. It's different. It's also covered with creepy-ass runes that make you kind of queasy. But I don't think we
Is it
should carry
magic?
evil stuff.
Let's keep going.
I'm going to take one with a scabbard and take it with me. This might come in handy. Okay. Unfortunately, you can wrap it in a blanket or something. You'll notice that these guys don't seem to have scabbards. They seem to walk around with their freaking swords out. Yeah. They have nothing else, but you can wrap it up. All right. I'll wrap it up in my cloak or something. That's fine. You can do that. You've got something you can wrap it up in. But it does seem kind of odd. They don't seem to ever really put them down.
Are they like bolted to their hand or something?
No, not quite that bad.
Super glue?
Possibly super glue. Their hands are...
Demon glue?
Yeah.
We've been all around this room, so I say we keep going down here and go through this hallway where the blood goes.
Charge ahead. Okay, so you can move up there. Move the Lego blocks. So if you want to move whoever's up there. Jeremy, do you have a router upstairs too?
Yeah. It's not a wireless router,
But when you go router to router, that's when you have some network problems.
we did that because the wireless router only works in the basement.
It only works in the basement. But
You
here's
can
the
get it
thing.
anywhere in the house as long as it's in
When
the
you go
basement.
router to
If it's
router,
upstairs, our walls
there's-
block it.
Oh, that's why mine isn't working, because it's working from router to router, and it doesn't like to do that. That makes much more sense now.
Okay, charging ahead. Yeah!
Alright, well, there appears to be a big, ugly room up there.
Can we see into the room at all? We're carrying candles and whatnot, or I think torches.
There's
some fashion.
those creepy candles on the walls.
Yeah, which... Okay.
It appears to be just a room.
Okay.
There's a single treasure chest card. No, there's not.
There's a single treasure chest guarded by one kobold. I am not going near it.
So, anyone really good at checking for traps? There's nothing really to check for, so let's just go to the room, I suppose.
Yeah, just go into the room.
Any other runes or other symbols that stand out? We can go ooh and all that, and
The whole place is covered in them.
great. Okay. Fantastic.
Hooray for our side.
Yes.
Somebody help me in this here.
And we'll keep going. Is there anything in the
And we're walking, and we're
Still walking.
All right. Well, give me a perception check.
22.
22.
All right. Well, you'll notice that some of the blood path goes this way, and some of it goes this way.
May go to the left or go straight?
Huh.
Let's go left.
Okay.
Left it is.
So you drop game. Let's keep going.
Sorry, new guy.
Sorry, Greg.
Clomp, clomp, clomp.
I'm gonna go get Maggie and see if we can get him.
And check the tree box.
First, I'm gonna wait.
I like your sign of letting the mail people know that the mailbox.
It also helps delivery drivers.
Okay, give me another perception check for where you guys are at.
19.
24.
These guys know
But, you have really crappy perception skills. Mine's not great.
Well, you
I wear glasses. What do you want?
you hear some more scuffling up in this direction, but the smell is what really gets to you. It smells
Hey,
kind of
standing right here.
of dirty bodies, maybe a little bit of a cow smell.
Okay, so help me out here. Is that's like a new wall, or where's the over here in the corner? That one opens up in this area?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time seeing this.
Wall.
Okay, but what about the left there? Is that just completely down here?
Was.
Like there's a piece of, like there's nothing here.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Okay,
Because
so,
the wall goes like this. It's just the table moved.
oh, I see.
But there's a wall there, though.
There's no wall here, so really we could go from there back to here.
Okay, so...
Could have.
Right.
Didn't.
Okay. Alright, let's... Yeah. I'm gonna keep moving, because... Yeah.
Good point.
Because... What else? I'm gonna just stand here and wait? Yeah, I don't think so.
I want to go.
Well, you know, if we stand here and wait, they come to us. At least we don't have to do it like goddamn lions.
But they're not, so I'm gonna...
We will
keep
start
walking.
singing bardic show tunes. They'll come and find us.
You can.
Yeah, you're on your own, that one there.
Yay, bardic!
I don't know any bardic show tunes.
Yay! Heard enough of my time, thanks.
Oh, yay.
And 2 minotaurs.
Went myself and
they
went the other way.
roar. And I need initiative.
Grr.
Oh, my.
You too, huh?
This is 7, okay.
One. I beat myself about the head. 7, so
You get stuck on one of those, blue traps with the mice.
18.
No, you...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 7. I'm retarded.
12. You're adding 5.
Where's my 5?
5.
Oh, there it is. I can't add either.
Alright, so John, what is your initiative?
25.
25. Ethan, what's your initiative?
21.
21. Nick, what's your initiative?
6.
Colin.
That's right. Yes.
12.
Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 2.
Robin.
29.
Yay, the people with the lowest initiatives are in the front!
Yes, happens a lot.
Alright, well, 29 is the top. Okay.
So I don't know what.
Take a nap here.
We're fighting minotaurs?
Yep, around the corner. 2 almost as big as the other minotaurs you guys fought before.
Can't remember what worked last time. I don't remember. Reflex, I think. I presume versus reflex. Maybe.
And I shoot that one.
Magic tags or something like that?
No, I'm just saying versus. I'm just trying to figure out what to use here. I don't know if will was good or reflex was good or both, but I'm gonna go with the reflex because that usually tends to work.
Careful attack. Will a 25 hit their AC?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good. So I'm going to mark it as Can you use the gold things for damage? Lame. Not quite as lame. 13 damage.
Alright.
Opposed to 3 damage.
So now it has an arrow sprouting out of its body. That's 29. 25.
I'm going to be grabbing my burning sword and shielding, drawing my burning sword and rushing in and see if I can reach one of them and take a swipe at them.
Alright. And you shot that one.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
Now to attack is D20.
D20 plus whatever power you're using. I don't think the kitty has power abilities. Why don't
You can just pick him up and put him on the floor.
He'll be fine. There you go, cat. So, like, you'll look at whatever power on your actual powers.
Okay. What do you mean powers? Oh, here?
Yeah, like whatever your... So if you have at wills, if you use an encounter, so on and so on. And come over here.
It's a free action, the burning gauntlets with the burning sword.
Yeah, the burning gauntlets already add in, so you can actually use, like, you could use one of your at wills if you wanted to.
Okay. Then I'll do sure strike.
Okay. So that's whatever modifier that's on there to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm guessing 16 doesn't help.
Nope.
What evil are the stalking?
Like your dice are hitting you today.
19? Did its armor class?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Not
Then I
quite.
guess I missed.
Alright. It is a 22 armor class is what we're aiming for.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so that was a 21. Ethan, what one?
Alright. So we got two big, lovely big minotaurs here.
Yes, God.
Not your bag.
Everything's mine.
No, not everything.
Can I see? I don't know if I can see him from here.
The other one? No, you can't see either one, really.
Yeah.
You can hear them.
Fabulous.
You can probably hear Olaf cursing at the storm.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry,
Two, I'll come up to here, and I'll bring the horse and the dog with me.
horsey, call him the day.
Okay, can I... Well, no, probably not.
You can barely see the one on this side.
No, it's
Okay, well, I'm going to
You'd like kick him or something.
hit...
The horse would run like crazy against the Minotaur. He'd be like,
That's what the druid's for, to calm him down.
the horse would pick the druid up and run like crazy. It is not a battle horse.
Yes, it's just a riding horse.
I will...
His name is
Always
Coward.
naysaying you are.
No. He doesn't.
Oh right, he doesn't have a name. His name is nothing.
All right.
No.
I will. I'll try to hit.
No pain.
I'll try to hit this guy over here with a storm spike.
Okay.
That's probably not going to do it with an 18 versus reflex.
His reflex is a 17, so barely.
Alrighty.
These guys appear to be smaller than the other ones.
$13 points of damage. And if he doesn't move at least 2 squares on his next turn, he'll take more damage. That's what I do.
Alright. Well, on 21, this one lowers its head and charges.
Why does that not surprise me?
and made a meowing sound.
And maybe.
We go.
So,
Makes us
Robin,
meow.
first a goring attack.
I love the name, Goring Attack. Great. It's special.
$33 versus AC.
I'm afraid not.
How?
You're afraid not, but... Gonna look at the chart. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Right, goring attack hits. 26. That's shitty, so do I want to burn one of those? Not yet. Okay, so, Ingrid, from the gore, you take 6 points damage, and you're knocked prone. Then he follows with his battle axe.
Ooh.
28 versus AC.
Yeah.
And his battle axe is a lot bigger than his plus. Are you freaking kidding me? 6 points of damage. Yay. So we've got, that's why he meowed, because he's the weakest. He did that such a cool thing, and then he's like... Oh boy. Let's see if the other one can do any good.
Oh, wait. I want to use my utility power.
Okay.
It's an immediate interrupt.
Okay.
And an enemy moves adjacent to me, I can shift a number of squares equal to my wisdom modifier. That's cool. So,
That would explain why he didn't hit you. That was a waste of a nice power. Alright, well the one in front of John
never had to use that power before.
Nice.
is going to hit you, or will attempt to. We'll see. 3, so plus 13 is a 16. I really doubt it. That move.
Yeah, sure.
Really pay attention to
He loves you, John.
Yeah. They always like people who don't really like cats.
Yeah.
That doesn't hit. But it's not like a 25 or anything.
Right. Not yet, at least. I can't catch like that. So
I do catch you the second time.
I don't think the intent was for you to catch it.
It hit your chair.
Alright, okay, so that was their crappy ass attack. 21. 12. So, for a second, you thought what are you doing, by the way?
Huh?
What are you doing?
nothing.
Okay.
You were talking.
No, it's okay.
Oh. What is that?
16.
But I still repeat, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Good question. Flaming Spiral, I think. Because it's the only thing I got that can possibly hit the poor guy. 20.
Are you hitting the one on
I'm hitting
right?
the one on the furthest away from me.
Alright.
Still off.
Okay.
Call him Bob.
I need to move closer. There. Alright.
That does put you adjacent to the other Minotaur.
I don't know what else I can do, though. Because he's in the way, and otherwise I can't blow anything up. See, this can do 1, 2, or 3 creatures in bursts, and that's really the only thing that I can do because the fortitude is too high.
Do we know what his fortitude is?
It's probably high. I
It's
think
high.
it is.
What about, that's each creature in blast.
That's blast. That's blast.
Cutting
That's-
words as will.
That's one creature, but it's... His will was too high last time.
You
These guys
remember
aren't
the
as
specific
strong.
one?
How about I just go with cutting words then? 7 and...
At least that way we might find out.
Sticks and
How
stuff,
high
they
his
break
will
my
is.
bones, but words were never... Bitch!
23 versus will. That will hit. Yay! Now hit 1d8. Shit.
What?
Wow.
Well, remember you got the
Yeah, I think so.
You have to borrow another
Give
one.
me a
right?
different one then.
You got- oh, I got
Then
one.
you roll the one again.
Yeah.
That one matches the rest. Yay!
So are you burning another chiss is what you're saying?
Yes. 1 damage.
Burn those chips.
Before we get to the big boss.
9, 10, 11. Does 11,
What type of damage?
psychic damage.
Okay, so what are you doing? What is it called? What is
It's
it
called cutting words.
Alright. So you're like...
Words can't staying up.
Alright. So you say some creepy ass words and the Minotaur's brain hurts a little bit and he bleeds a little bit out of his ear.
I pull him I pull the target 2 squares too.
With the words?
Huh?
Okay.
So do you want to
Like
pull
to
him
squish you?
this way? No. You don't have to pull him.
I'm not going to pull him.
Because then both of them go, warrior we can't hit. Squishy. Alright.
That's it.
Alright. Nick.
Alright. I'm going to use Cascade of Light against the one on the closest to me. So, Bill. Will a 26 hit his will?
Yes.
Good. That's pretty good. That's not as good. Now, we're gonna do. I'm gonna spend a chip because that's really stuff. Probably gonna regret this. Not so much. 12, 13, 20 damage, and he gains vulnerability 5 to all my attacks, save ends. And I'm going to use my action point. And I'm going to then use... let's do Daunting Light, which is a ranged attack, but oh well.
On the same dude?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Okay, so it's max damage plus you roll for whatever your magic item is.
Okay.
Unless you suck like me and don't have one.
So, and I think I add
Right.
2d6 damage to that, I believe.
Yeah, if that's what it says.
Yeah.
So whatever your max damage is, then they roll the 2d6.
So, wow. Okay. 7. Okay, so 34.
Ow. Ouch. Okie dokie. Well, so the one back there who was trying to squish, there was a archer in front of him.
Well, I'm actually next to him, or should be. So, sorry, got that whole part.
You move up to him?
Yeah. Alright, actually, I didn't have to. Both those are ranged attacks, so never mind.
Because if that's the case, he's going to get a chance to squish you.
No, me too.
So, he made a goring charge, and he tried to swing at an archer who was there, who suddenly disappeared. And he's like, what the hell?
Yes.
And then suddenly, the priest of court is like, "Ah!" and just like pours down death on his head. He's still alive.
Wait, I'm sorry. The vulnerability 5, that adds damage,
Oh,
correct?
yeah, I forgot about
so
that.
39, I'm sorry, I just said 37 was previously, so be...
So actually, he kills him.
Oh.
So the priest of court is like, hey,
Whoa!
yeah, should we go upstairs?
Yeah, we should take him upstairs and put him in the bedroom.
Come here.
That was weird.
What if you reacted to
Did he get you?
like being hit?
Did he get you?
Okay, John? Then break his gun scratch.
Bad kitty. I eat it.
Sorry.
I don't think we had the energy to eat them. Go back to sleep, darn.
Okay, I'm sleeping.
Probably should have held off on that one. That's okay.
Huh?
Probably should have held off on that one, but that's okay. One down, I'll get us on the other one. Maybe we'll get a chance to rest before we hit something really big. Probably not. Oh,
We can always run back to the little room.
do it all over again.
Yeah.
More XP.
Well, he was scared of something.
I wonder if maybe when you hit the vent,
It's all good. He's
scared or something.
will calm down. And he doesn't have any diseases. And you're not pushing blood.
No,
Not yet, at least.
not from that part of my body, no.
You're gushing blood from somebody.
I don't want to.
It's not like jumping out.
Not this week.
Oh, okay. All right, so the priest of Cord, and it's got to be the blood that's covering him, vaporizes the Minotaur because he went to bloody and then dead in this blinding flash of light.
What did you do?
A whole shitload.
30. Not what?
No, it
What was the original one?
59.
Okay, but the original one plus that one, yeah. Good one.
Because the first one gave him vulnerability. Ouch. So then he burned his action point and critted. Damn, boy.
Overboard.
I don't know. That's, hey, I mean, these guys are tough. So, well, that was a 6. We're back to the top, 29. That Minotaur is kind of like,
I may not get another turn, so.
what has just
Make this count,
Yeah, it's still burning with holy might.
Telling you, yeah, they hit harder when they're scared.
Yeah, that's when they'll start critting.
Seen that in person.
So, Robin, what would you like to do?
And I will do cut and run. So I do 2 attacks. Well, the first attack I don't think is going to hit. 15 versus AC.
Nope.
No, lame.
Alright, so 2 arrows. Chunk, chunk. That was 29, 25, John. The one next to you just went.
I'm going to take a swipe at the one I just missed.
Any
sure strike.
Okay.
With my flaming gauntlets and my flaming sword.
Fling.
I want to burn my action point here.
Try to do another attack.
Yeah.
Okay. You have one of the gold coins left?
The bag's right in front of me. I'll never know.
Oh, that's better. There we go. I bet that's more than 22.
Yeah.
Then you hit. Your dice was like, no!
Did you roll 1 damage?
Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay, that's a little bit better. No, pretty much, but a little bit better. So what is it all together? 5. Is that with the flaming and everything?
No.
And add everything up. Because your gauntlets kick in and give you the...
With 1 extra fire damage on successful attacks, fire keyword until the end of the... So, 6 points, and he takes ongoing 5 fire damage, save ends.
Right, so, okay. So now he's on fire.
You don't have a damage bonus from your strength?
It was 1d10 plus 1, and I rolled a 4.
Your damage bonus is only plus 1? You have a strength of 18, so that should be at least plus 4 from that.
I'm just going with the math that was on there.
Well, that's your basic attack on the front. So, because
Like
you
it's not added up for you under that individual attack?
Well, the math is different on different pages, so
one of them's a basic because they're different attacks.
Well, you should use the stuff that's under the individual attack, like what it said under...
What's under the card, the precise attack.
Drop it on whatever.
Specifically.
One more thing you have to find each
strength plus 2 versus AC.
In your backpack.
Okay, that's the actual...
Hit 1 weapon damage.
Get a double report.
And it's not added up for you on there underneath?
It's a long spear.
Well, that's
plus 11 attack, 1d10 plus 1
But
damage.
that's your long spear. You're using your flaming sword, which is...
wasn't added there.
Right, because that was given to you last time.
The long spear doesn't use the strength?
The precise strike, I think, is different, though.
You can use the precise strike.
What strike did you use?
I used sure strike.
Sure strike.
Plus 11 attack, 1d10 plus 1 damage.
Oh.
Look at this.
I have no idea if we can borrow, so I'm not accepting your friend.
Just a second.
So I get like plus 1 to the attack.
Yeah, but you should... What is your...
Therefore,
Is this a flame burst weapon?
It's a flaming long sword. Plus 1.
Okay. That is just... The long sword... The plus 1 is just from the weapon damage. So it's whatever your long sword weapon damage plus the 1, so that's fine. But then whatever your modifier next to your strength is, minus the level. So what is your strength?
Strength is 18.
It's 18. So it's plus 4, so it should actually be, let's see, 4, 5, plus the fire, so it's like plus 6, so it's 10.
Does he get the weapon proficiency?
Not for damage, so it's only a hit. So I'll have to print up a card for that, make it easier. But basically, it's whatever your strength is, added to whatever the power is, too.
plus the enhancement bonus of the weapon.
Right, which is a plus 1. So 10, so either way, he's still on fire. Alright, so now I'm going to turn on fire. Why? What the hell is this? I don't want... download a license, but I didn't find I'm just gonna pay my whatever. That was 25. So, either way, you smack him, doing damage, and he's on fire. 25, 21.
I will go ahead and cast Barkskin on him.
Alright.
So your AC goes up by 3. Don, your AC goes up by 3 until the end of the encounter.
Your skin is now wooden.
So I'll have the equal of their skill armor class.
Since you're up on the front line there, I will give my dog an action, and then I will pet the horse. Now the dog.
It's alright for Flaming Longsword, 1d6 fire damage.
Well, that's not
Is this a basic thing, or does he have to move up?
Oh, okay. Plus 1 attack on damage.
You would have to move up one
Attack
more.
rolls and damage
It'll
rolls.
move up one more.
So I remember that.
It's because, remember, that one was just given to you. It just hasn't been updated. So,
Yeah, we can update that as we.
just don't have any ink.
Yeah.
I'll try to bite in my handwriting. Is
It will horribly fail with a 13
My
versus
handwriting is
AC.
bad.
So.
Fine, great.
Jacob tries to bite him and fails.
Alright, now you're in cars. How cowardly is he going to be at this point?
Oh, actually, crap. That Barkskin's only a minor action. I thought it was standard. I'll go ahead and try to hit that dude with a Storm Spike then.
Oh, yeah.
That's better. 30 versus Reflex.
Yeah.
$13 points of damage, and if he doesn't move 2 squares next on his next action, he'll take more.
Okay. Sad. Only takes 5 points of damage from fire. Not liking being on fire. Oh, crap.
Smells like burning Minotaur hair in here now. Great.
And if he doesn't move at least 2 squares, it's going to take 7 points of damage. This turn.
Flaming burgers to go.
Then he's going to take his chance.
Incidentally, is lightning and fire damage.
Why have 1 type? We have 2. Press 1.
Well, then he's going to do this. He is charging forward, and he's going to, yes, I know. He's going to attempt to do the goring strike. Bring it on, yeah, you're in armor, so he's gonna just be like, whatever. He's gonna gore one of them. 1, 2, 3, not it. So first, Jaco needs to do attack of opportunity.
Jacob would rather.
Okay. Then you get to
16 versus AC.
And this is a basic attack, so this would be the one on the front page. You don't actually use a power for this one because it's just a swing. So it's whatever, just your normal.
So I have a long spear and a battle axe, but I don't have this basic attack.
Normally, I think the longsword is like a +2 proficiency or something like that. So
Is he granting combat advantage at all through this?
yeah. So +4.
Go ahead and try to reroll that for Jaco.
I just put 15 plus 4.
That's much better.
Plus, what is your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is 4.
Since he is granting combat advantage, I won't actually hit him that time. So, I reroll 9.
So you just roll your d6 and then add the
30 versus AC.
That one hits.
Okay, he's knocked prone.
Those are some sharp things. So he's not going to take damage because he didn't move.
He tripped him
And takes
Oh, and the
6 points of damage.
plus 1, too.
Right. So you add that in.
He's now prone. At regular damage, he's on fire. He's taking
So how much damage, Ethan?
6 points of damage, and he is knocked prone on the hit.
Right. And then how much do you do?
It's 1d10
Jacob
plus
teaches
5
me.
plus another 1, 10 plus 6. 9, 15 points.
My next character, I'm just going to be the dog.
Plus, doesn't he, like, take damage for being on fire?
Oh, he already took that.
Oh.
He took that at the beginning.
round.
So how much does he take from not moving?
Another 7.
Okay, well, he's already dead when he falls on the ground.
So it's like
Olaf and Jacob just ripping to shreds.
It slices.
I can't really tell which one is more animalistic.
Okay, so you guys have just brutally murdered two juvenile minotaurs.
Yes, I'm totally torn up by the fact that we killed them before they tried to kill us. Before they killed us.
Will they try?
God will be happy. He'll be pleased.
All right. Onward. Continue petting the horse.
Onward!
Call Jaco. Pet Jaco. Tell him he's good.
These Minotaurs keep sprouting up. I'm going to be really pissed. Okay, good. More mace. Excellent. That's what I love. It'd be a proper labyrinth if it wasn't maze-like.
Is this a solid wall?
And full of minotaurs.
Yes. Excellent. This one went out of food.
Well,
Minotaur steaks. Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say. They can make horns out of their horns.
okay, so are we staying in this kind of general...
So we can either go that way or
Is their
go
battle
this
axe
way.
better than my battle axe?
And that way just goes back into the room we were.
Carry it, that's the question.
The
Wheel it.
answer to that is, again, like that longsword, it's made out of the same material. When you pick it up, it's the same quality-wise, except it's made out of whatever this material is. So, it's really up to you.
It's crafted from pure evil.
I'll just keep the sword for now.
Okay, throw the battle axe.
Stick the battle axe in on.
The blood trail kind of goes in here, and it kind of goes up to this wall.
Start searching the wall to find out if there's
We
a...
do a perception check to see what's where it goes exactly on the wall.
Yeah, so I guess we're coming into the room.
Okay, so everybody moves in.
I gouge my own eyes out.
You gouge your...
Gather around like fools and stare at this wall.
17.
We figure out, hey, Jeremy, we can figure out this is a big open, that's a wall there, right? Okay, I see. So, we're sort of off kilter, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's just because the table moved.
All right.
So, when you guys are searching the wall, okay, what did you get, Robin?
There, right?
Man, perception, I got a 9.
You got a 9, okay.
There you go.
6.
Okay,
17.
17.
What do you want?
You guys are searching, you said?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. And John?
12. Dog got 22, is that? No.
The horse is like, holy crap, what's up with this? There are giant cow people in here.
The sword only gets 6, you know.
The horse craps on the floor.
It's a natural thing.
Yes. And everybody poops.
It then writes its name in the poop, and then somebody quickly scratches it out because it doesn't have a name.
No. Do not open their own name.
So you guys are like looking around this room going, and
Demogorgon comes through.
and Jaco,
We're not supposed to go that way.
Jaco goes and disappears.
Well, I will follow Jaco.
Yes, I will go after my dog.
Sure, let's all go.
Is it really your dog? Aren't you like supposed to be like all sorts of hippie and stuff?
That's true.
He could
No,
be
your dog. You know, you don't own him.
Your dog, but
He's
he's
my
your
friend.
friend.
Exactly.
He's his special friend.
That's
He doesn't-
really nice.
You don't own Jaco. Jaco is your dog.
Yeah, Jaco owns you. Wait. Yeah, I'll take the horse with me and follow, Jaco.
Dog owns you.
Sophia Frosha. Minotaur eats you.
Yeah.
Horse is like, fuck you!
We just leave. We just leave the horse there. So don't be safe
He's
here.
leaving a trail of, well, something.
We'll find our way back, you know?
Exactly.
Well, it's kind of creepy because you walk through a wall that is 10 foot wide, and it's kind of like, almost like walking through like gelatin.
Ew.
Well, this is the second weirdest experience I've had.
And when you come out on the other side,
We don't
there's-
talk about it.
there's a staircase going up. And at the top of the staircase is a giant arch with a giant bronze door. And there's more of those runes just all about the arch, all over the door.
It says Hogwarts.
God damn it. God damn it, why will we end up here?
But I thought my name was Jesus Christ.
Right. So, big bronze door.
We make fun of it.
You're like, ah!
Does the door seem to be magical? When you were magical guru people?
Is this the room of
Magic.
requirement?
No.
That'd be so cool for us.
I don't know if it's magical because our magical people haven't done anything yet.
I will do an Arcana check on it.
No. 12. Okay. So you're like,
No. I drool as I stare at it.
well, the thing is, it does have a magical aura coming from it.
As we're inside a tapestry rug, so I figured it would. Just as I suspect.
So stairs, doorway. Or you go back the other way.
Oh, where's the door? I'm sorry.
At top of stairs.
Top of the stairs, big bronze
Does the
doors.
blood go over there?
Oh, let's go that way.
Well, you look around for blood. There's a little bit of blood kind of streaked up the stairs. Kind of goes in a kind of snake pattern and kind of goes up to the door.
Follow the trail.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So you step on the stair, and the staircase only looks to be maybe 10 steps, but when you step on it, it's maybe 50 steps actually. And you're like, okay. So you start walking upstairs.
Is this the stairway to heaven?
You know.
Hope not.
So unless somebody follows John,
You know,
unless somebody follows John, he gets farther away.
Well, if he starts heading up the stairs, I'll follow him.
Okay.
sure, well,
Yeah, we'll follow. I'm taking the horse with me.
Come on, they're just stairs. It'll be okay.
We'll never get it back down.
Oh yeah.
Gonna push.
Fuck you. So, 50 stairs later, you guys are like, holy shit. And the door is huge. The door is like 20 feet tall. And like, and it's just radiating heat.
Lives here.
And it's just, well, our holy individual, and actually our druid individual is all queasy and not too happy. And you're covered in blood still. It's true.
I feel like you look.
Thanks.
Are we sure we want to go in here?
Oh, no, but that's
Follow
by the
the
way.
other blood
I
trail
think we were
first?
doing fine with the metaphors and the little things. Let's go play in the labyrinth some more.
Can we go back to the labyrinth?
You're weak. Weak.
Yeah.
You just kick it and you pound on it.
This is the only way out of this. This is the only door we've seen. I'd say that we probably need to go through this.
Well, you guys are talking, Olaf just walks up and kicks the door, and the door...
But we don't know where the other blood trail goes, and that might be Drenden's blood trail.
It could be, but this could be too.
Random cutscene. These demons are dragging Drendon and like... You go that way, I'll go this way.
I invent the candy grab.
Did you say?
Candy grab.
You're that land shard. Flowers.
Dummy.
Oh, okay.
So stupid but funny.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live in the 70s, they go, you hear this radio announcement of, be careful of a land shark, he's attacking people, don't answer your door if you don't know who it is. And ding dong, who is it? Kenny Graham. No, it's not you, that crafty land shark, aren't you? Telegram. Oh, okay.
And it's always a guy in this crappy shark.
And they do it like 3 or 4 times during the show. It's,
All right.
Wow.
You kick on the door, it bangs. What is the next? What is next?
Alright, you kick the door. What happens? The door.
It goes.
It isn't open.
No, it's a big frickin' metal door.
Push on the door.
Does it have a doorknob?
does it have a latch?
Doesn't have a latch.
We just knocked and just announced our presence to everyone in this place. So let's go ahead and make ourselves cozy. Let's go on in.
You knock, it pounds, while you're up there kind of looking at the door, you'll notice on each side of the door, there's like these little... They're like bowls, basically. They're kind of part of the arch, and they could hold liquid of some sort.
Oh. That's it. Okay.
Ruins.
They don't have anything in them, do they? Are they like crusted with blood and stuff inside?
Well, you go look at one, and you're like, yeah, that's a lot of blood. That's old blood, too.
Great.
Hey, it's all crusty.
Well, that's great. Let's go inside.
Our undead guy doesn't have blood.
I think we might have to offer blood to get inside.
Can we open
Can we
the door?
wipe him off and wring it out?
Nothing happens.
So we can't open the door?
We don't have any
Like,
blood.
you open the door.
The one thing you guys have done is kick, knock, ring.
Let's try to open the door.
Okay.
I'll see if they're like bowls with holes or something like that. Are they on a? They look like they're on a pressure lever or anything like that?
No, they're just kind of attached, like whatever the stone is, attached to the arch.
I suppose we could check for traps.
Good. Are you a rogue?
No. Could use my dungeoneering skills. No. Sure.
You want to?
Sure.
Thievery.
Oh, dungeoneering?
That thievery would be
It's a whopping 12.
Woo! One for traps, but
I have dungeoneering skills. 21?
Well, it was an 18, but it rolled back to a 2.
you'll notice there's a lack of dungeon and cave-esque critters down here, like, mildew and various mushrooms and stuff.
I only got a 12 on thievery.
That doesn't appear that well.
Try to steer something?
Not really sure. Kind of staring at it.
Would it have like
Okay.
hinges? Is it a double door with an opening down the center? Does it look like it goes up? Or how does it look like it opens?
Any ideas? Otherwise, I'm going
It
in.
doesn't have any hinges. And it appears to be one solid door.
So it probably just goes.
Any comments, questions, observations?
My roll for insight, see if I can get a tip from you. 10.
Open the door.
Yes.
I'm going to cut open my thumb and drip some blood in the bowl. In both bowls.
Both bowls. There's a little bit of the runes on the arch kind of just around the bowl light up for a second, but nothing else happens.
Come on, everyone, cut yourself. Hey, blood brothers.
It lets us know that we're alive.
So how attached are you to that horse?
I didn't even name
I'm
it.
just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't advocate killing horses. Doesn't benefit Cord. Alright, let's go in. Why? I don't don't want to kill anyone.
I am not giving up enough blood to open these doors.
Yeah, if we haven't tried opening the doors yet, so let's try that.
There's nothing to hold on to.
There's nothing but
And there aren't any hinges.
No, there's no hinges.
Push, but it doesn't open.
It goes.
Okay. Well, then never mind. Let's go back to the log then. Because I'm not going to, butcher somebody. If what's his name was here, totally. But
Except for these people in this hallway back here.
Totally butchered.
well, we didn't hear him though, so we can go back and get one.
Think
so
there's
we gotta
enough
go
blood
back.
out of those minotaurs still?
Well, one was pretty crispy.
I don't think they're... Well, we could try it, but I don't think they're what would work.
What is, we have to go back out of the stairwell and go down there, so.
Let's follow the other blood trail and see where that takes us.
Sure. If we can scoop up some blood down, along the way, we can come back here later, so. Yeah.
Even if it's our own, we'll hang on to it.
If one of us dies, we can get out. Let's go.
Well, I'm mopping the blood as we go here. We can leave the horse push the trail back here.
Just leave the horse. It's not any...
Yeah, this would be interesting. 50 stairs down. Give me a nature check.
Nature check?
Well, the druid, because the horse is not like...
I got nature too.
Natural 20, 34.
Yeah, but you are covered in demon air.
So?
I get natural 20, which is 34.
Okay. So you ride the horse down the stairs.
The horse is reluctant. I go, really? And so it comes down the stairs.
You stay up here next to the creepy door.
And the bowls of blood.
Like, listen, you either stay here next to the creepy door or you come with us.
It's like, okay. Walking down the stairs.
While you guys are starting to head down the stairs, you're trained in religion, you're trained in arcana. Make a check.
Ooh, 14. Whopping 14.
So did you listen in when you were being trained in religion, or did you just read?
I'm just not with it right now. I'm too far away from Cord right now. Really.
Right.
It's just, I feel the power. Cord's taking a breather.
Your faith is equal in distance.
You're not 100% sure, but when he put a little bit of blood in the containers,
It smelled good.
maybe to you, but there was obviously some sort of something happened, and I think you guys tried just some of the dead blood, and that didn't even do anything. But you got a reaction from blood from a living individual.
So we have to somehow incapacitate a
We have to paralyze the
steps,
Minotaur.
and then.
I'm not comfortable with that.
So either.
This an evil creature. I'm not comfortable.
How much of
Okay, maybe not a minotaur.
How big are the bowls?
So how
Requires a lot of blood. Probably.
much did the little runes on the side line?
Oh, just a little bit.
They just all of them went
No, just
off?
around the bowls.
Just very faintly.
Bears have a lot more, like giant bears.
Dude, come on, let's not run the sacrifice to the people in the party. Come on. Let's go back down the stairs. We'll figure this out once we...
Looking at the bowls, does it look like it's got congealed blood in it from like they filled the things, or does it look more like
It varies. It doesn't look like there's a certain amount of blood. It just looks like blood has been used.
alright.
I'm splattered about.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut open my hand and start dripping blood into one of the bowls and see what happens with the runes on that side.
Right.
This is a small thing, isn't it? We all have to cut open our...
Well, you do so.
On the flesh.
It starts to light up a little bit. How much blood do you want to dump in there?
I'm seeing what
seeing
it
how
does.
much it takes.
You want us getting pale, starting to swim over here.
How many do you want to burn off?
I'll burn one off right now.
You burn one off. There's a little bit more spark, and it seems that there is a reaction. Give me another Arcana check. You can give me another Religion check.
23.
I can't add, so you have to give me a second. 16 to 8, whatever that is. 30.
Okay, well, what he's doing is working, except it's going to take, from what you gather and from all the horrible things you've read in your various studies, stealing into Drenden's books and things like that, just being creepy in general, and you obviously reading about the enemies and all the horrible things and learning abyssal. It's going to take a life. So the blood is the power, but it's going to take a life.
Poor horse.
Like an entire life.
Like an entire life.
Just anyone's
Not
life.
combined, but just
a life. Though you don't know if that's per bowl or...
Oh, well.
Lord.
So you're still sure that...
And while they're doing this, I'm
You might want to stop, by the way.
downstairs.
Yeah, unless you got might have something like squirrel or something.
Bleeding. He's like, this is interesting.
Squirrels not
He's like
viewers.
doing whatever priest
Don't mind.
And she's just walking down the stairs.
I think I'm going to leave.
I think,
Before anyone gets any funny ideas, especially him, he'll just cut me up and put me in a bowl.
No, I won't. All we're idiots. I'm not a bad guy.
Hey, Ingrid has expressed her feelings on this. This is a bad idea, and she
Let's
turned her
go
butt
back
around and
down.
downstairs.
Tell you what, if we don't figure it out by the time it's time to go home, you can kill me, and I'll just make another character to start on the other side of the door.
No.
Hello.
I'm out.
Beyond the door. Kill.
Oh,
Here, take it back.
Open that door and let me out.
Back down the stairs.
Okay.
I killed all the rest of my companions to get in.
You seem evil.
I had 34 initiative. I just ran right with them. Funny thing, I have the weapons out.
That's messed up.
Anyway, we're going back down.
All right, you guys go down the stairs. Do.
Are you singing the one from Impanina or what I think that song
No, I wasn't.
No,
No,
Yeah,
that's a
you
different song.
no, that was a different song.
All right, you guys down the stairs.
Double Dragon or something.
Something like that.
Okay, so back in the room. Where did the blood branch off from again? Way over there.
Let's go there.
Let's go back. Maybe we should.
Splat.
And go through the doorway.
Now, 600 Minotaurs.
How did you guys fit in there? Orgy ball. How are you male minotaurs? Orgy ball.
Well, like from just my favorite you change sex in a single sex environment.
Gross.
Life will find a way.
Minotaurs will find a way.
Ow.
Orgy ball.
Oh, hey, I'm still standing up.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm so proud.
No, you guys just moved into the room.
I'm stand back up.
If you really want to.
Yes.
Do I really want to? Unless we're resting, yeah.
Dead guy hangs on the horse some more.
Hey. Yeah, well, there's a hallway this way, and there's
Where's about to go?
Why that way?
all the blood.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this point,
Follow
your perception check.
bloody road. Follow the blood.
Yeah, because it's done so well so far.
18.
That's a 27.
26.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
All of you are like, we know which way we need to go, and John, you're like looking down this hallway, and there's a big path of blood, and you can follow it, and you know it goes that way, and you're like, hey, there's a big path of blood, and it goes that way, and you guys are like, hey, there's blood on the floor.
I'm the most.
I think we go this way.
I'm the most unobservant wizard.
I got a 26. What do
You did, so you see both of the bloods.
So there's blood going both directions.
Oh yeah.
Is either one
Blood goes all directions.
They cornered him.
Basically, it's
I think we should keep going.
blood
that
splits
way.
again.
yeah.
Oh, let's go that way.
We're just following random blood trails. Got a better idea? Nope.
No!
Gonna keep going.
Look, Minotaurs, we don't want to kill you. We just want to figure out
Yes,
where
we
this
do.
goes.
No, we do.
We feel compelled to follow the blood
But don't mind us.
for all of its various
Adding
ends.
compulsion. This is hex now.
We like blood. It makes
And
us
cow.
happy. More blood for the blood god. Oh wait, wrong system. Never mind.
Actually, there is a god that.
That's at the top of the stairs.
God, walk into my mouth. Shouldn't do what shouldn't do. Okay. So.
WWE champion!
Well, you got 2 more halls.
And one of
Walk with
these.
confidence. Knowing exactly where I'm going. Seeing just about anything.
Yeah, at this point, the whole floor is just covered in blood on both of these.
Alright.
Go that way.
Just keep going, going.
Straight.
Yeah. Let me guess. More blood on the floor. Alright.
Yeah, just pull that whole
Keep
line.
going.
The hallway goes around. You guys follow the blood path and come out on the other side.
What was I dragging? A cow?
Over here.
Good job, Jeremy.
22 perception in that little area.
Okay.
Blood.
I see
blood.
blood. Sweet.
There is a stove.
No, wait.
Go further.
I see bloody people all the time. Sometimes they don't even know they're bloody. There's not a band-aid in sight.
No, but I can cauterize that for you.
Fire. I can cauterize it, but you might be missing a piece and 8.
He can cauterize it. You just catch him on fire.
There's the stone right here.
Yeah.
At this point, we've spent how many hours in the labyrinth?
You're not sure. There's no sun. There's no stars.
My sundial is stopped.
Maybe we should rest and then
I've been carrying around the water clock.
things will come to us.
It's on fire. Water clock's catching on fire down here. Strange that.
Alright, so the stone up here, we can go this way.
We can go the other way and push the stone.
You know? It's good.
Go this way.
Blood goes both directions. We take it.
I did a perception check.
So
What
we-
does it do?
Okay, basically as you start heading this way, the blood is still a track of blood that over here you were walking through puddles of it. Over here kind of a little bit less. But basically when you come to a hallway, there's blood.
Okay. So,
Like, grind.
see anything this way?
There's
Okay, how about this? I look at the blood thing on the floor. Can I tell which way it was being dragged? Because you can tell which way something's being dragged when it's on the floor.
Yeah, the blood is being dragged that way, if it's down that hall, and then there's blood being dragged that way.
So there's blood being dragged both directions.
Right?
Lots of blood everywhere.
Lots of blood. At this point, you're pretty sure Drennan does not have that much blood.
Well, we ignore the blood trail and continue on.
They drag a couple dead cows or
So, this way or this way, guys?
that way.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, go that way, move that stone
So,
out of the way.
we'll go up to here.
Okay, when you get to there, give me perception checks.
16.
15.
If you get a 10 or higher, you will hear voices speaking in what you assume is infernal. You think there's probably 3 voices, and it's definitely coming from that room in the middle.
Head toward the voices. Something to kill! Okay. Any other ideas?
I'll investigate. I'll go up and stand in that little doorway that leads into the room.
Maybe it would be better if I did that because I have stealth.
Oh, if you have stealth.
Yeah. I'll sneak up and see if I can.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
That'd be some good news. 27.
Here.
Yeah, just peeking around the corner.
Okay. So you sneak over there, and there are
37 Minotaurs.
We just put this block in here.
Guys!
these are the big ones.
Oh boy.
Well, okay.
Plus a gorilla.
No.
They're
Actually, I'm going to use this guy instead. This Minotaur
Looks like an ogre.
is about the same size as the other one, but instead of having a battle axe, he appears to be carrying a staff, and he has like all sorts of weird. It kind of looks like him,
Great.
but like stuff.
It's a Tauren druid. Transported to World of Warcraft.
And they seem to be discussing something. And every once in a while, the one in the middle will point to that wall over that wall and kind of say something. Yeah.
Hey, Ingrid! What's going on up there?
And I will,
So you yell that out!
Do that,
You can yell.
and I will sneak back down the hallway.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
Sneaky, sneaky.
You trip on a crack in the floor.
Well, natural 20.
Okay.
Whatever.
Quiet. He's hunting rabbits.
Exactly.
You've got a heebie-jeeba Minotaur.
There it is.
So,
That's what I was talking about. It's right there. I'll explain it later.
okay.
Yeah, so I will relay the information.
So, anyone else having any dailies they need to recoup? So, didn't think so? Okay, great. Fantastic. Should we go kill them? Or should we go somewhere else?
Well, we need to deal with them at some point.
Yeah, let's go kill them. Alright.
Are they 2 squares apart? Or less than 2 squares?
No, but they will be once they come at us, so.
Yes, I could jump into the middle
Well,
and the flaming
yeah, I would
spark.
say if we're going to fight these guys, they need to come to us and not us to them.
Yeah.
Bottleneck the hallway then.
Yeah.
Cool.
We could, like, kind of spread out on around the opening over there.
Let's-
And that way they could have to come through that area and we could attack them. So,
I was saying if we can get people on this side,
exactly. I'll go over on the far side there. And
You can put me back where that stone is, in between the stone and the wall.
then John can jump out and yell, "Ah!"
And I can get a straight shot down the hallway. So if they do collapse,
You have that job. Hopping out
I
and
mean,
yelling.
this is also a stone, so theoretically one of them could come over here and push that out of the way.
I hate you guys.
Go right in with a swagger and say, "What up, bitches?"
Well, it took us.
You over, like,
Took us a good
point in that
10
general
minutes to
direction. That way, if it does come through, you can at least slow them down. But I bet the other 2 are going to try to force their way through that hallway.
Yeah, keep in mind, as Robin pointed out, it took you at least 10 minutes to start moving one of those stones.
Yeah, so I mean, if they are going to be moving this, if someone does move this, we'll know it. We'll hear it.
Yeah.
I'd say they're pretty loud when they move, I presume. A lot of scraping and, yeah.
So,
Go ahead and put me in between the wall and the stone. They won't be able to hear me moving anyway if we're going to do that. And when they try to bottleneck, I can blow them up without killing anyone else.
alright, so I guess we're trying to put ourselves in passive positions.
Okay.
I'll be on the far side there.
Talking continues. How close do you want to get?
Alright, who wants to be
I'm
where?
going to use stealth to try to get on the far side.
You want to go into here, right?
Give me one more space up.
Okay,
There you
and I
go.
need a stealth check from you.
And where are you
Do
going?
not.
I will decide him to determine if they get out to get to it.
Alright.
Because I don't have to be up.
Where am I? 15.
Where do you want to be?
I'll be ready whenever y'all done sneaking around.
I'm done.
Because I'm going to be the distraction. I'm going to be the one that draws their attention.
Where do you want to be?
I want to be on the far side there, first square from the hallway there.
Okay.
I got 31 on the
both
stealth check.
him and Colin in the basically one right there, but both of them there, kind of in a frozen motion. So you go over there.
Avery?
Did you want on the other side of the
Yeah,
hallway?
one on the other side.
Put Nicholas on the other side of the hallway.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's where you stop.
That's what shooting is the thing.
Because you guys are moving around, and
I got a 22.
that's fine. Then you hide behind him because they
Notice that.
notice him.
They heard him. Me, no.
Roll better.
Oh well.
One of them. So you guys get to the hall, and the talking stops. It's really, really quiet.
Oh, correct.
So in that time,
And as you move across, a voice rings out in, let's see,
Bissell.
Goblin Trade.
Ooh.
Hello? Are you the intruders?
I know nothing.
How are we intruders when they brought us here?
Hello? We heard one of you sneaking about.
Yes. Honored guest.
and who would you be?
How about
Are you ready?
Come as a telegram.
how about we're the owners? What are you doing here? Because I don't think they're actually from here.
My name is Shaman. These are my two brothers. And you are in our home. Oh, well.
Can you tell us how to get out of your home? Because we don't know how we got here.
Go back the way you came. Or we will squish you.
I just said we don't know how we got here. We just woke up
If you
here.
just point us towards the exit, that'd be wonderful.
It's a labyrinth.
And give us our weird little friend back.
Yeah, we noticed that.
I believe there's a staircase.
With a big brass door.
I guess. Why don't you come out so we can talk face to face?
The last couple of things like you we ran into weren't much up on talking.
Well, you were intruding. And they have bad attitudes.
We have bad breath.
It is not anymore.
I know, I'm assuming that since you're alive, you have killed them. That is fair.
Alright, I'll go talk to him.
Send dog.
I am the leader! I am dog! You guys stay back here, I'll go.
There you go.
I'll go stand in the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
ugly looking person! You're not one of us.
Nope, that's
I'm not even sure what you are.
Can you shape this into a minotaur? Can you shape this into a minotaur?
No.
I was about to try.
You shifted to a bear, and they're like, "Oh, you're a bear." How
I
about
do have a hat disguise, so I could make myself look like that.
There you go. There you go.
But I'm not going to.
Oh.
Why not a bear with juggling?
In a fez.
Yeah.
Put you on a unicycle.
I'm like,
Have you go
sweet.
around.
If you stop, we kill you.
You distract them.
We wheel into that room.
So, are you part of those annoying demon things or devil things from above?
No, I believe the annoying demon devil things are what brought us here.
Well, that is unfortunate.
We like those annoying devil things.
We only know of one door, and that's the door up the stairs.
So how do you get groceries?
If your friends want to stay back there and make snide comments, that is fine. But if we go on this path, I will have to kill one of them.
It's what they do best, really. You know how to open the door at the top of the stairs.
No, we did it here. This is our home. How did you get here?
Ask them how they got here.
You are many-voiced!
Yes. How did you get here?
There's 3. We've always been here. As far back as I can remember. Me!
I'm assuming you told us everything about anything.
Yeah.
Ask him where the bathroom is.
I'll look at that wall there.
Okay.
It's just look like a wall. Is there something special about this wall over here?
It is a wall.
Is it another wall you can pass through?
Possibly. Yes.
Where does it go?
To the sarcophagus.
Who's in the sarcophagus?
I don't know. It's none of our business.
Can we borrow?
We live in the labyrinth.
What do you do here? Just live here? Kill things that show up?
Live in the labyrinth and occasionally eat. We eat people like you that show up, and sometimes eat the demons.
When did the demons show up?
Though you smell like demons. Well, no, you don't. Somebody in your party smells like a demon.
Yes.
Or devil. I'm not quite sure. I get confused.
When did these things first show up?
Many, 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 many years ago.
They've all showed up in your house?
Actually, they've always been here.
Oh, well.
I don't know. Time kind of passes oddly here. But you do have horse with you.
Horse. You can't eat the horse.
Thought we'd ask.
Appreciate asking. That's very nice.
But there's no way out through the room with the sarcophagus.
It's...
As voices the one's like,
There are a lot of us! Just so you know!
Like 5,000 of us in here!
look, human, my mojo is powerful. I can kill you all with a single thought. Okay, 2 thoughts. Possibly 3 thoughts.
We wouldn't want you to strain yourself, great, oh powerful one.
Right.
We are simply trying to get out of your labyrinth.
But then
and to leave you in peace.
But then go the way you came.
But one of our friends seems to be missing.
What does your friend look like?
Oh.
Describe Drendon.
I'll describe Drendon in the most derogatory fashion I can.
Oh!
He's kind of squirrely looking, beady eyes, has this demon toad thing within that should be fired.
Evil aura.
He was probably eating a baby. He does that.
Did not have anybody eating a baby, but...
Oh, right, he thinks about it.
Man, babies are kind of tasty. I've not had one in many years. Anyway, they were... Well, some of the demons were dragging around a body.
Yes, we gathered that with the amount of stuff around.
Where did they take it?
You have many voices. Your friend could just come out. I mean, either way...
Just talk to me.
Okay, fine.
They're in awe of your power. Who sent me to talk to you. It's a nice kiss.
Okay, that seems fair.
Is it all the kind of tickling, all the butt kissing you're doing there? Is it kind of...
Need a snorkel?
a rag
Kill the rest of the party, and except for the woman, she's been.
We will do it for free.
Kind of crazy, but
if we can eat them, it's all good. We will make you part of the tribe.
So did you see what direction they took the crazy guy?
Yes, where did they take our friend?
All right, safe.
Or directions did they take our friend?
Well, we didn't really pay too much attention. We usually avoid most of the demons. They're squishy, but not very tasty. We thought they were going to leave them with us. But it turns out not so much. I think they dragged them either up the stairs or in the other sarcophagus room.
Oh, there's sarcophagus room?
Yes,
there's that room or there's another one?
There's another one.
Can you give us a basic map?
We mean you no harm to intrude into your home.
Let's see, how many of my folks have you killed?
At least 4.
Right. So I should kill 4 of yours, and then we'll be even. And then you can go home.
Well, there is some balance in what you are asking. I'm afraid I will have to disagree. We were defending ourselves.
And we were defending ourselves from intruders. You see, we are at a standstill.
Impasse.
I do see you're at an impasse as far as that is concerned, but your friends didn't try to talk to us first. They just bellowed and charged. Not much we can do when they do that.
They have problems.
They do have problems. I would say they need
I'm
to
taking a nap.
calm themselves down a bit and try some breathing exercises.
They are, beastmen. I mean,
Yes, but I also anticipate you can make more.
In our world, we have this thing called Prozac.
well,
And just
I guess we do occasionally get more tribe members.
Do you know who the sarcophagus, who are in these sarcophagi that are?
No. Just that
always
they're
been here?
Yeah. We can't let you get to them though.
Do you eat paint?
Why not? Because then we'd have to kill you.
So you're guarding them.
I guess. Not purposefully.
But you don't know who they are.
Right.
Yet you're guarding them.
Right.
So no one
Seems
can
like
So these could be the bodies of people who have imprisoned you here for all
Could be.
eternity.
But unfortunately, we cannot open the sarcophagi. And if anybody tries to take the sarcophagi or disturb the sarcophagi, we have to kill them. It is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, yes.
That ruins my plan.
We're simply just trying to find a way out of here.
So why can't you go the way you came?
Because
We don't know how we
the
got
devils teleported us in here against our will. And we can't go back the way we came.
So do people have some sort of magic? So other adventurers come and go.
We don't have that kind of magic, I'm afraid.
We only have the explodey kind of magic.
We spent all of our magic on Dad.
Pretty much.
So I'd rather not this come to. I would rather this not come to any kind of sort of bloodshed between us, as it would just be messy all around, I think. So, and I can honestly tell you, I don't care about the sarcophagi, any of that.
That's good.
Yeah, I pretty much just want to leave.
If you come out, we'll probably smash you flat.
So you know of no other way out other than those doors.
Well, we've lived in the labyrinth our whole...
And you've never
however
been.
long that is.
You've never been through the doors before.
No, there's demons, devils up there.
Demons and devils.
Well, they come out of there, so I don't know if...
How often do they
Now, if
come out
these
of
devils
the door?
did take our friend into the other sarcophagus room, would you be object if we went there and just retrieved our friend and left?
Well, we didn't have any urge to kill them, so if they possibly just dumped them in there, that probably would be fine. Unfortunately, adventure folk like you and your 4 or 5 friends, multiple friends, have a tendency to loot things that are not yours.
I don't care about his sarcophagus.
I don't care if you go get your friend, if he's there. Just don't touch the sarcophagus. Don't do anything with them. And don't bother our hound dog. We call him Groaning.
Alright.
Now, unfortunately, the others of my tribe will still try to kill you.
Sure. We'll have to defend ourselves against them.
Unless you would like to buy a blessing.
What kind of blessing are we talking about?
A blessing to keep the rest of my tribe from killing you.
And how would this blessing work?
You would pay me my price, and I would give you the blessing.
What would your price be?
Something to eat.
Something to eat.
We don't have to eat, but
You like
it's been a long time.
We have that zombie fella.
No, we don't. He's a skeleton.
It's a skeleton.
It's okay.
Well, what is it that you would want to eat?
Meat.
No, not the bow.
If there's a lot of you, you could just kill one of your friends, and we could eat one of those. But whatever.
Sure.
As long as there's a lot of it, we don't care.
All right. Well,
Because we don't need any valuable.
I could give you something that would. I could give you something that would allow you to be able to eat and have little friends for quite a long time. In exchange for blessing of safe passage through your labyrinth.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
Okay. So you're not gonna try to zap me or something?
No. We're not trying to kill them now.
Damn. All right. He turns around and he seems to be messing with some sort of glass, and then you also hear him hack a loogie into something, and there's some mixing and.
You're talking to the character who puts deer urine on everything. So.
Right. And then he turns back and he's like, all right. Holds out this potion, kind of mucusy and gross. If you dab that on yourselves, you will be fine. Okay. Don't wash it off, or you won't be fine. You'll have to come back. We'll have to trade again.
So anything off of active insight as far as if he's lying to me or anything like that?
Give me a check. Yeah, he doesn't appear to be lying at all.
Okay.
He seems pretty just...
All right. Well, I will take the thing and I will give him my bag of tricks.
Is there chickens or something in here?
You pull out
the other man's trying to go. And he's like, SWAT!
Now the place will be overrun.
That's a bag of tricks. It's a bag of snacks.
Then, as you turn, you hear...
While the distracted people come up.
And why didn't we just use that to open the door?
You could have pulled another person out of that.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
That was awesome.
What?
You want me to take out and sacrifice them?
This is going to be serving a purpose. What purpose? They don't need to eat!
I'm pretty sure we could have killed them.
Maybe.
It's never ending! It's like never ending pasta or salad. And there's going to be raccoons!
Let's get out of here. I can't stand that sound.
So, can't kill anything, nowhere to go. Screwed.
Then I'll take this stuff.
Now we no longer have your bag of tricks. That's
Put it on.
That's okay.
everyone always smell like horse piss. Alright.
We can always come back and kill them and get the bag.
As you're getting ready to put it up, he kind of sticks his head around the corner. He's like, oh, I forgot. Some people get a rash.
Oh, great.
I totally didn't put this stuff on me.
You might try keeping some around for some little playmates too. Unending, but you'll be fine.
So when I come back, later, and you're rolling around, you're fat,
Hey, then we can maybe
Is there any squirrels left?
There's some good stuff.
There's always squirrels left.
And there's this forest that has been depopulated of animals somewhere.
how is that natural? That's better than
Just pulling a person out of the bag.
You can't pull a person out of the bag.
poor squirrels. I'm not a nature lover of this horse. How was that fight?
Because those poor little demons were hacked to pieces.
Unnatural creatures, natural beings to eat.
So,
Minotaurs are natural.
What?
they're natural.
Whatever. Anyway,
It's not like they shower or shave with a finger. They're natural.
Let me explain to you how the food chain works. You see, the world is sort of like a pyramid. And
not go into the explanation.
In the meantime, we're walking away. Hanging around here, enjoy their woodland feast.
And we kill it over the altar, then we eat it. It's food. We're not wasting it.
I don't like squirrel.
Yeah, but if we put the blood in the
Squirrel, yes.
the whole body goes to waste, and we sacrifice something's life to devils.
Do you put the gooey stuff on? Who all puts the gooey stuff on?
How about gooey stuff on?
How about we just carry it? How about not on my horse? They haven't bothered the horse.
Your horse.
My horse.
Your horse.
It's my horse.
His horse. Your horse.
It was his horse. He brought it.
I don't think the horse belongs to anybody.
Okay, it's the horse.
Rain's just God's way of showering hippies. How about we just carry the goo with us, and if there are minotaurs, we go, oh shit.
I already put it on.
Put it on my arm. I'm not going to do this in Givers. I'm already covered in crap anyway, so.
Yeah. Been traveling with that crazy bastard too. I'm all covered in fat guano.
As you guys walk down the hall, going through.
You're going to get it in your hair real nice here.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Druid.
You hear a horn, and you're walking, and then this horde of minotaurs past you guys. They stop for a second.
Oh, great. You just call them to dinner.
And then they head down the hallway.
Do I
There goes all the
snake you? How big of a horde?
Well, you've passed probably about 10 minotaurs so far.
Oh, we could have taken them.
No.
Apparently, we took them to lunch.
I just went to Olive Garden and got the Impossibles.
The unending meat bowl.
I'm going to be kind of pissed off when that bag runs out of enchantment, aren't they?
But it's not going to.
Well, I think the hope is if that occurs, you guys are gone.
All gone.
Okay, so put your guys down in that little room.
This little room?
Yep.
So by this time I would have spent days in there wandering through this labyrinth, and my idea back, so I'm ready to reset. Right now, okay.
No, you guys haven't rested yet.
Come on!
You guys haven't informed me you're resting.
What about taking a mental break since we're walking all over the fucking place?
We can make mental breaks all you want. That's,
Oh wait, spells, never mind.
Yeah, we have
Don't shoot Draconian either.
That's probably better. Alright. I'm assuming you go to the wall.
Sponge through the wall, yeah.
Sponge to the wall.
Oh, great.
Okay, see, just needed another bag.
Souls just can't eat just one.
Yeah, because at this point they're gorging on
This
it.
one's big.
Oh boy. These references large, hairy,
Well, this is going to be a sarcophagus.
or not. And it's a tome?
No, it's a sarcophagus.
Well, yes, but never mind.
That's what it was. We killed it like 2 games ago.
Hi, Maggie. Are you gonna bite me too?
Oh, Maggie never bites.
Go outside. Go potty. No.
Just wanted to be petted before I go back to bed.
Alright.
Look around.
Activities.
Well, in this room, there's a sarcophagus. It is fairly huge. More runes, infernal. Though, well, everybody walks in, there's definitely magic of some sort coming from the sarcophagus.
Look around the room.
Any
Any other the significance of the sarcophagus? Is it someone supposedly important or anything like that?
So you're going to look at the sarcophagus.
I did a 17 perception check.
Like, don't touch it! Okay. So you guys are looking around, and behind the sarcophagus, you will find a human hand.
Oh crap! Not this again.
Is it Brendan's hand?
It looks Brendan-like.
I'll pick the hand up.
Put it in a bag. Here, dog, carry.
Is it a
Looks like it was sawed off.
species?
It's in pretty good condition.
Like is it human or?
Yeah, it's a human hand.
Okay.
Has very clean nails.
Nice. Very nice.
Alrighty.
Is it pasty and pale and creepy looking?
Well, yeah. But it seems to be embalmed.
It's embalmed.
Oh, so probably not.
Maggie, get down.
Or what? Maggie, back
Maggie,
up.
down.
No, she's fine.
He just wants love.
I know, but
Anything else in the room? Just the sarcophagus.
there's a sarcophagus.
At the walls.
Walls have the same infernal markings on them.
Well, should we
did a
bother
17
disturb
Arcana
it
check,
from
'cause-
risk attacking
So
the
you
Minotaurs?
start staring around the room. You can tell there is definitely protective magic cast on the room. There's necromantic magic cast on the room. There is what you're pretty sure some divination magics cast on the room.
No. So I should probably get out of this room.
No. While nothing seems initially hostile, you guys are still alive. Most of it is seems to be centered on the sarcophagus, though.
Is there any writing on the sarcophagus itself? Mm-hmm. Is it infernal writing?
Well, looking at it, it appears to be infernal-esque. If you guys are fairly intelligent.
No, we're not. No, I'm not.
Some of you are fairly intelligent, and you can figure out that the language is not exactly the same. Whether that means it's another dialect or something else, you're not sure.
Well, whoever they were, if they put all of these enchantments all over the room, and they have some version of infernal written on their sarcophagus, I think we should keep our promise and not touch it.
Agreed.
Sure.
Says Olaf.
But if all we have found is a hand which probably belonged to Drendon.
Let me ask you this. All right. All the walls were covered in draconic, or not draconic, infernal writing.
This.
Is this much different? No. So the question is this significant? You granted there's some magic around it, but you just keep wandering around and trying to find a way out. Have a walk down a nice fresh one so we can find our way back here, just so we know where it's at in case we ever need to get into it, or should we open it and see what comes of it?
Well, there are 13 Minotaurs running around.
At least.
But now we've got the wonderful
Really?
schmear.
No. He
I know,
gave us
I know.
that, so...
Yeah,
But they're all in an enclosed space.
Okay.
to their heart's content.
I'm not going to bother the sarcophagus.
Okay, let's back up
I'm
then.
not going
All right.
If there's evil anti-magic all over it, I can't do anything to it, so...
Not anti-magic. There's protective magic. There's protective magic. There's anti-divination magic.
Oh.
Not if it was anti-magic, the room would be magic dead. Like you'd walk in, his sword would go out, and
Okay.
things like that. So, knowing what you know, with the brief kind of getting the view, it's anti-that.
What are the magics that are around it again?
Protective, basically some sort of protective magic, anti-divination, necromantic.
I especially don't want whatever's in the sarcophagus to wake up.
Yeah, that's true. So leave it be, keep going. Okay. Why do you really feel compelled to open the sarcophagus for some particular
We can't. Will be destroyed.
Okay, so let's not hash this out. Let's leave the room and keep looking.
Alright. That might be where that hand came from. So
Possibly, but we're taking a hand with us, I guess.
if the hand's embalmed, wouldn't that mean that it probably fell out of the sarcophagus and we are taking a piece of whoever was mummified?
Probably gonna be hunted down by some evil thing later.
So you listen for minotaurs. No minotaurs.
I think it's Drenden's hand.
Okay.
It looks like Drenden's hand.
And now it's been embalmed, so he's probably dead.
Right
Or at least
there.
minus a hand.
Staircase.
That's the original
staircase. You lost a
staircase.
hand.
I guess we should go back to the staircase then.
I mean, I guess since they didn't seem to care that you went in the room, I guess you could climb over the minotaur bodies and check out the other room, but...
That's what I was thinking, is we could just go up and go through that one too. We're just minotaurs. Don't eat us. Yeah, just minotaurs. Please don't tear off our lips. Oh God, they smell.
If you guys think that would be a good course of action, we could do that. Other than that, my only other theory would be as far as getting through the door, because the door is the only way we have found that looks promising as a way out. We can see if instead of giving a life, as if we each give essentially like a healing surge to the door, it might open for us at that point. But,
We can try.
You saying like us a life to each bowl or a life total?
We don't know yet.
don't know yet.
Shouldn't you know this stuff?
Does this all look natural to you?
I don't know. You seem to
I can't-
talk with negotiations and shit like that.
I can't blow it up, so I got no reference on what it is.
Can't stab it. Can't chop it in little bitty pieces.
How about this? How about we go to the other room where the minotaurs are guarding, because they don't care if we go in as long as we don't touch anything. If there's nothing there, we'll go back and try to do the healing surge, and if that doesn't work, we'll come down here and destroy the sarcophagus.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Because really, what else do we have to do?
Is now designated as Plan A.
Don't forget there are the stones scattered about too, and actually...
What stones?
These big rocks.
These big rocks?
Yeah, like those.
There's
they're
those, and
around.
actually, just so you kind of have an idea, at the end of this hallway, there's one. Remember, they can move about. Let's see. Oh, there's that one. There's a few other ones that you guys kind of haven't got. So, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5.
But
Were there
when we
parts of
push
the sarcophagus
stones around, that didn't open any hole or...
No.
Well, you went around this way. You didn't really go in this way, so really walking by, you probably also have seen.
Well, we know that
this
coming out
one.
here, so we'll do this.
There's
So
that, and then there's another one right there.
it's pretty good that we can seal them all in here. So it's 1, 2, 3.
Seal them all in? Do you think they can't push the blocks out? Blocks
at a
out?
time. And they'd only do one block.
Fireball, large blast template.
That would be Drendan.
Yeah. Throw another rock at it. The other sarcophagus room, I think.
Yeah, we'll go to the other side.
Let me know when you do that shit.
You need goggles.
I have goggles.
No, he needs goggles.
You probably don't you have goggles of aura sight or whatever the thing is?
No, I didn't get those.
You have those.
I thought we all got those.
No, there's only one set of goggles in your hand.
No, I thought we all had them for some reason. Like we all have the slave collar.
Huh?
All
Well, he
slave
doesn't
collar,
have a slave
except for
collar.
Valley.
slaves.
We're not slaves. We're not wearing them. But we all have them.
It's a desk.
Except for you, loser.
So basically, you guys, are you going the same way you came before?
We're gonna come back.
No, we'll go.
Into the other way?
Yeah.
Make sure we go through the entire
Okay.
place.
Well, you come around this corner, and you just smell this wave of ick. And as you kind of look around, there is this horde of minotaurs, and they're all around, they're gathered around the druidic-esque one, and he's just like pouring out animals at them, and they're just gorging themselves on these things. And I mean, there's just blood spewing everywhere. It's like this giant orgy of... It's a feeding frenzy of death and destruction.
Orgies, don't you?
In labyrinths with Minotaur, sure.
It's not orgy, not the chicken part.
Crazy blood. And, I mean, whoever's looking around the corner is just splattered with it. So I'm assuming you just kind of walk past.
Yeah, this is a
Okay, well,
Don't disturb the witch. As long as you don't get within the reach of a frickin' minotaur. Might mistake you for hors d'oeuvre or something.
I probably wouldn't let them see the hand.
Yeah.
might eat that.
This is part of our buddy. Don't steal it.
Alright, so you guys push the horse past. And you guys go into the other sarcophagi.
Poor horse.
The other sarcophagus room.
Same setup, same type of magic, same language. Though when you look around the back of the sarcophagus, you find a foot.
Oh boy. I'll pick it up.
You have a foot.
Yay.
You hold it up in the sky and the dramatic music plays. That is all from Anima.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I know what.
It's a video game. That would be. Alright. So, and every once in a while through the illusionary wall, there will come splatters and pieces of the animals.
I just take the foot and leave.
Okay, now back to the stairway.
Yep.
Okay, great. Back to the stairway.
Put a hand on one side and the foot on the other side.
Yeah.
Let's put the majority of it.
That's something I want to try.
What? So we have the position, or the foot in one bowl and the hand in the other? Okay.
See if that works.
Maybe we should rest at some point here, just for the hell of it.
Just because.
Yeah, just because. He's away and, yeah.
Well, if the foot and hand thing doesn't work, then we'll take a nap.
Place him around.
Times like this. You smell all the pizza. Your computer is getting working or no? No, okay. No internet.
Lead to the guy.
Alright, so you guys step out of the sarcophagus
No,
room.
that's a close blast. You could do it with cutting bow. You could do it with dragon frost.
As you step out,
Anything that
The-
says, basically anything in here that
the
is range.
Minotaur shaman
Acidic implantation.
sees you guys. Says, "Hey, welcome
anything
back!
that's ranged up there.
Oh, okay.
You guys should join us to eat. We haven't had a feast like this in a long time."
It's okay. We're just picking up our bits of our friend.
Can we borrow some chickens?
You could join our feast. We have plenty. This is a great gift.
Do you really want to eat raw chickens?
I'm not going to eat them.
Grab, pulls out a pheasant.
I will put it in the
pops
bowl.
it
I'll
up.
let you.
He hands you a dead pheasant.
I'll tell him there's an evildoer out.
I'm not a paladin.
We'll eat it afterwards.
I'll tell him there's
Out the
an
bowl. No, I tried that already, and then they shot that logic down, so.
Tell him Michael Vick is outside.
Oh, son of a bitch. It's all shaped in the bear crop.
Never mind, the joke's lost on him.
Where do you find the doors? Only bears know where to find doors.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're heading back to the stairway.
They can't find championships.
Oh, wait, well.
Alright, so you guys continue, past the Minotaurs, and the Minotaur Shaman's like, alright, goes back to eating. Guys.
We have a quest for another group of people.
Like a little wagon or something like that with wheels. We can just wheel all the characters around on
So
it.
you're going back to the staircase?
Yeah.
Okay. Start climbing the staircase.
Damn it. Not again.
You reach the top.
Like this stairmaster.
We really need one of those
Yeah.
crap shooter sticks so we can
Yeah, I'm wondering where I can find it.
So yeah,
get a dowel rod and
we're gonna put the foot in one bowl and the hand in the other and see what happens.
I'm excited about this story. Let's do it. All right.
we have now made the bowl stinky.
Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Should we do the healing surge thing?
Sure. We're here.
But first we could try the pheasant that you've got.
I take the 2 chickens and drain one into each bowl.
Alright. So
The runes light up at all?
the runes light up. The chicken's little chickeny souls scream in anguish.
Oh, who cares? I'll get you some more chickens. Technically, they're not real anyway, so...
And it lights up.
So you have no problem with he does it more. I still
And the door shines.
He said, all right.
And there's nothing left of the chickens except some goo.
So we go away, go...
All right, let's go in the door. Great.
Door opens up.
Yay!
And there's just heat.
Good call.
Just intense, dry heat, just waves of it.
Okay,
And
so where do devils come from? Mr. Arcana,
I'm sorry?
where do
Or
devils
religion.
come from?
Anywhere.
Hell. Definitely places.
Well, there's a way out of hell. There's no way out of this place. Let's go there.
So you want to go to hell? Okay, great.
Do devils really come from hell?
no, everybody knows devils come from hell.
Where else do they come from?
Where physically do devils come from?
Another
Rolling
plane?
checky things.
It's like rolling freaking tanky day.
All right, I got it on my checky thing.
Those sticks are called rattan crafts dice sticks.
Great.
Awesome.
So 26 on my checky thing.
Can.
Is that an arcana check? Oh, religious check.
On a religion check, devils come from the 9 hells, which occasionally is called Bator.
Would this probably be a very likely indications this door leads into that plane or whatever hell the
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, who knows?
Okay, you want to go in? All right, great. Fantastic.
So as your eyes adjust to the heat, you notice there's just this brown dirt desert. Not perfectly flat. There's little hills. And
Great, we're on Tatooine. Fantastic.
Tatooine was more sandy. This was just dirt.
A big dark blur. See a light blur.
Yes.
There's no sun. There's no anything. It's just kind of there's creepy light. There's movement ahead of you, way ahead of you, and then off in the distance there appears to be some sort of building, but you can't quite see it. The heat is so intense that there's a haze coming off the ground.
So
Is it purple?
no, it's just faded.
It's not
Had to
getting
ask.
train.
Okay. So,
No
How
sun.
far away is the building?
do you want to figure out what this haze is like bad for us, or if it's just a naturally occurring haze in this demonic evil place, just in case?
So you step out,
Yeah.
and it's just like somebody is like stabbing needles into your nether region.
Wait, these!
You are just, it's so much pain, as if you're on fire, and
Well, I think I asked something for that. Hold on.
yeah,
Cortisoning, preparation 8 changes pretty much.
it's just as if it's the most horrible thing you've ever felt.
How about I walk into the room, because I have no religious
It's not a room, it seems to be...
I walk into the area.
Right, you just step out, and it still creeps you out.
But it's not needles in my bits or anything.
No.
No, okay. So it's just you, holy man.
Yeah, you seem not fine, but you don't seem like him, who's turned a couple of different colors of white.
I'm gonna go back out of the sauna.
He then starts to say a wider shade of pale.
And you'll also notice when he steps out, he has a bluish aura around him, and his holy symbol is just like this beacon of light.
Basically, Cord is saying, "Oh shit, don't go in there."
Yeah.
Fuck him.
My people don't go in there. Sadly to say, there's nowhere else to go.
We can go back and destroy the sarcophagus stuff.
Let's go break stuff.
Yeah, like that.
I like that. I like the plan. I like
Well,
that.
but think about it this way. If something bad does happen to us, we're going to be there anyway. So,
Yep. I like the plan. I'm excited about it.
you know, there's
You guys want to go explore the demonic dimension? Go for it.
there's almost
I'll hold
death
the door
in
for
the
you,
demonic
okay?
dimension, or there's certain death if we destroy those things. So, let's go destroy those.
I'm
things
okay
and
with
run
holding
away.
the door if you guys want to run in there and, volley it out of it.
We may need more chickens.
I'll hold the door open.
Is there any sign of anything being dragged away from the door?
Tracking isn't a separate feat, it's just nature, correct? Give you a nature check.
14. I stepped in a thing of poo on the ground that the horse left.
And the horse is like, no.
32.
I got a 21.
You can see where there's various footprints and drag marks going off into the distance. And you definitely can see them. And you're also, you're right on the doorway, and you're kind of like, And the horse, you're looking back at the horse, and the horse is like, fuck you. No. And Jacob's like, do we have to? Couldn't I just stay here and lick my crotch? And
Hey, I'll hang out with the horse and the dog. It's okay. I like horses and dogs.
I just don't see any other option is the problem.
Well, I'll hold on to him if you want, or at least the horse.
Because there are no other exits.
Because my bits are burning.
I think
I don't
I'd
like burning
starve to
bits.
death here.
But
the shaman did offer you guys food.
Well, I'm okay. I got some rations.
But the smell.
I'm still right here. What are you doing? I'm gonna take a nap over here while you guys are talking
You are
about
kind of
that.
getting this. There's a vibe of wrongness.
That's where we go.
For the wrongness.
What
right,
about an
right,
18
wrong.
Arcana check on just the general area inside the doorway?
Well, this is definitely some sort of alternative plane of existence. Without kind of knowing where you're at, it could be anywhere from a demi-plane, which would be a smaller plane, to a full-size plane. Could be hell. Seems to be pretty empty so far. You guys haven't, you haven't died yet.
That's always a good thing.
It just felt like there were
Who
needles.
sent us here again?
But
The speaking little imp. Huh? The imp. And what is the imp? Would this be where the imp?
I bet that's where the imp went. Let's go kick his ass.
How are you going to kick his ass? You don't even know that he exists.
How about this?
You can't see him.
Kill them and then rape him.
How are you going to find him? He's invisible.
Now,
We don't even know that he came here.
Yeah. We don't know where he is.
maybe there's special armor in one of these sarcophagus that'll keep you freaking out.
What is this?
Because you're the only person who has a problem.
We got armor for our bits? What are you doing?
You can have an ice cold cod piece. I vote we go back. I vote we
I
go
don't
back and
think any
destroy
kind of
something.
armor is going to make being cut off from everything that is good holy okay.
Yeah, that's not a good thing for me. I'm not okay with that. You guys can go and explore. I'll stay here and hold the door, okay? Okay.
Well,
I'm staying here with the horse.
in our travels around this little thing, is there any other way, doorways or stairways? Because we've been all over this place.
You've seen there's the 2 sarcophagi rooms. There seems to be the little orgy food room. There's the staircase, and there was the room that you guys stayed in, where the carpet dropped you.
You guys go off. I'll take a nap. See you later.
So, I mean, your choices are whatever this place is. Break sarcophagus. Talk to the minotaurs. I don't know, grow wings.
Can I grow wings?
Well, I'm just...
That's a choice?
I wish to grow wings.
Nothing happened.
How about I go back and
Given our options, we should probably go talk to the Minotaurs again.
tell them we found a doorway to hell and see if they're interested.
The only other thing I could think of would be if some of these blocks that are around, if we move some of that, it might be blocking something, but I strongly doubt that. But,
Yeah, we will definitely. I think we should move all of the blocks to check, though.
yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
Great, because you're not the ones that moving the blocks.
I am too. I have to push them.
I know. Right.
By saying, well done, guys. Go
Shake
on.
and bake and I helped.
Shake and bake.
So we moved these 2 already.
Yeah, those 2 have already been moved. We'll just go around and we'll push the stones around, see if there's anything else around here.
You also want to check to see, because we have a hand, we have a foot. That's, I mean...
2 pieces.
We're missing a good 95% of this box.
But the thing is we also left that tower, and it had the different levels of that tower were, like feet and heart and all that crazy stuff. I don't know if there's probably no correlation there, but other than that, go talk to the Minotaurs and see what information they can give us at this point.
After nothing comes of moving the blocks
I don't think
around,
there's...
go talk to me.
You guys move blocks, but at this point you've been running around so long, you're starting to get tired.
We've created a map.
Well,
So, I mean,
well, then let's go back to this room and rest.
Sure. I like that. Works for me.
okay, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. You guys,
Actually, if you guys want to go back there and rest, I'll go talk to the Minotaurs. I'll go stay with them.
Okay.
I'm doing okay. I can go with him in case he gets jumped on the
You
way.
are. Jim just said you weren't. You're kind of tired.
actually, he hasn't done any moving, so he's probably fine.
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride.
I'm not saying you guys aren't doing fine. I mean, it's just you've been moving shit and running around for hours upon hours.
Exactly.
So you don't have to rest. You're not going into any penalties. I'm just saying it's been...
I'm gonna rest. So yeah. Alright.
It's a great plan. I'm excited for it.
Okay, so you guys set up camp. You leave the horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the horse
Now,
at camp.
You want to take him into a room with a bunch of hungry
No, not particularly.
But Are you staying with him? Then I'm gonna go with him so that it's not just Druid and the squishy mage.
Alright, so the meat shield of the cleric. Alright, great.
Yarr! Magic users are squishy.
A meat shield and a cleric.
Walk into a
Stayed in
room.
a camp. I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't either.
I got nothing. So you guys start camp.
Well, you should.
And the rest of you go back to the Minotaurs, and the party is kind of...
The next time that we do make camp, we'll think about doing that. See what happens.
You guys get back to the Minotaurs, and they seem to have eaten their fill so far. They seem to have also found some casks of something to drink.
They found cask of Drenzen.
This tastes like piss.
Piss and blood is the way I like it. Yeah, they seem to be kind of filled. Just lounging about, doing Minotaur things.
Are they sleepy?
Sleep!
Well, probably they pulled out some turkeys, so yeah. Some of them are a little sleepy. And you walk in, and they're like, the shaman will stand up and be like, you guys aren't dead yet.
No,
I don't like it yet.
Tasty.
you know that your stairway leads to hell, right?
Yeah, we told them that it went upstairs and demon devil things came out.
Wait, did we leave the door open?
Nobody closed it.
See, I actually was born in a barn, so...
Close the damn thing.
So now...
Doesn't matter, close it behind you, so.
It's yeah.
Great, so now we need more chickens.
Can we borrow 2 more chickens?
Just in case.
I borrowed 2 more chickens because if the door closed, we have to open it again. Just in
Why
case.
should we give you chicken? This is a fair trade. We give him the anti-minotaur killing liquid, and we get a bag of punky.
Because you're hungry.
I'm hungry. I
And
wish
there's
to join for
to feed.
3 seconds while I borrow some chickens.
I don't care if you're hungry. What does that have to do with me?
Do it or so if we move these, you know anything about the little blocks that are moving around?
Yeah, we use them to trap people.
Well, that was incredibly helpful.
We trap them, starve them out. Easier to eat them that way. Sometimes throw in some salt. Maybe some pepper.
Do you know what any of the writing on the walls means?
Nope.
We're Minotaurs. We're in a labyrinth. That's what we do.
Can you count to 5?
Yeah.
1, 2, 7. What?
I have 5 fingers. I can count to 5.
About 6. How about 21?
Yes.
121. See, there you go.
So, you guys are like still here.
Yes.
Still trying to find a way out.
I told you just to go out the way it came.
We can't,
Why not?
because it's not there.
And we tried sleeping already, and sleeping's how
We appeared in the room. I'll tell them where the room is. We appeared in. That's where we appeared.
That's pretty shitty. Would you piss off?
No. We jumped on a carpet and we popped in here.
Well, some of us.
Yeah, some of us jumped on a carpet.
I got a 22 to the
And I
place.
believe it was. Do we know that it's an imp that has brought us here or anything?
No, but a couple of you, I mean, he got stabbed by it, and he saw it, or one of you saw it, so
So we'll describe what it looked like.
I was like, oh, that sucks. What are you doing with your diplomacy?
I don't know.
What do you want to say to him?
Do you know anything else about this door to hell, maybe?
Don't go there. Things come out of there, and they occasionally traipse through, and
How do you get out of this labyrinth?
We live here.
But if you wanted to leave, how would you leave?
We wouldn't. Because we live here. I mean, if you want to leave, I thought you guys would like use magic or something. That's how you showed up.
I want to go back to the room and smash the sarcophagus.
How have other adventurers showed up here? Like, where have they shown up and how did they get here?
Rooms.
Which room?
Rooms. They show up in rooms.
Oh, well.
And then we eat them. But now we might not have to eat them because, well, we have a bag of infinite goodies. I was going to talk to you guys about this because, I mean, I thought, I was thinking you guys would give me something, but this is, I mean, come on, this is a great gift. I gotta say. You guys want to be Minotaurs?
No.
No, we really need to get out of here. It's
I
very
think we
nice.
would all be honored to be counted as part of your tribe, of course. But ultimately,
But we have to leave.
you know how this is your home? We would like to go back to our home.
We miss our home.
I mean, imagine if someone took you away from this place, from your home. Wouldn't you be upset?
And forced you to live with a bunch of smelly mutants.
Well, not really. Because we like the labyrinth, but it'd be really nice if we could go elsewhere.
Sweet, you want to come with us? We kind of want to leave too, so...
But we can't.
Why?
Because we're guarding the sarcophagi.
They're not going anywhere.
I wish that made sense, but it doesn't. But that would be great, because, I mean, we like the labyrinth, but, you know, it'd be nice to be able to go out, pillage, raid, you know, maybe build our own labyrinth. But now we got an infinite source of food, so...
I'll tell you what, we'll stay and guard the sarcophagus, and you guys can go to hell.
Well, that might be a pleasant vacation. Unfortunately, we can't leave the labyrinth.
Why not? I'm going to keep doing it until it annoys him to death.
I think there's something keeping them here.
Like the sarcophagus, we should go and smash it.
I think that's a bad idea.
Well, think about it. If it would allow them to leave, you would put stuff on it so it can't be tampered with. So if they did tamper with it, it would kill them.
Ooh, show him that and see if he knows what those runes mean.
What language is it?
I have no idea what this is.
I don't know if I'm holding it up correctly.
But, you know, I don't think we really got a fair trade, and you guys have been really nice by giving us this plethora. Hey, write down that word. A plethora of food stuff. So, there you go. I'm going to give you something else. Also, if you want to be part of the tribe, we can work that out.
Oh, I'd be honored.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get that going. We're kind of busy around, and they're all like,
Oh God!
Paradise!
Oh God!
But the devil guys do occasionally pay us off to not kill all of them. And one of them gave us this, and I don't use this type of stuff. So, and he pulls out what appears to be a big tome. Though the covering on the tome is kind of odd, and he just throws the tome on the floor in front of you, and you pick it up, and the first thing you notice is the tome is covered in skin.
Oh.
And you go.
Purell.
And as you stare at the top of the book, You notice the front of the book is kind of a squished out face with a monocle and a giant froggy smile.
Oh.
And you're like, huh.
It's the damn toad.
And you're staring at it like, oh yeah, that's turned into toad. And like if you open it, it's turned into spellbook. Trenton has gone to the dark side.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Hey, there's blood on the floor over there.
Yeah.
When did the devils give this to you?
Oh, time's a little bit weird, but before you guys showed up.
Where did the devils that gave this to you go?
Well,
Did they go up through the door? Where did they go?
some of them went, like I said, after the whole holding down the guy and hacking off his hand and foot,
You mean the...
Yeah, we found those bits. We're looking for the rest of it.
they went up the stairs and kind of left.
And they took him with them?
I assume so. That would be my assumption.
So we have to go through the doorway.
Yeah.
But to get through the doorway, we have to find something special for him.
Something special.
Want a bucket?
I got a bucket.
I have a wheelbarrow and a Holocaust boat.
I mentioned these other prices in the first place.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on going in there, but
So we can go in there. Or we can smash the sarcophagus.
I could offer him my gloves of the bounty hunter in exchange for, 2 animals from the sack.
I could offer him 2 pieces of something or other. I got some bread.
They're magic.
Or once we're five, I could just ask for
I can give him 2 bottles of wine for 2 chickens.
Okay.
Because the door's closed.
Yeah.
We closed it, so I have 2 bottles of wine.
Give you 2 chickens. Animals.
So about being members of your tribe.
Right. So you want to be members of the tribe?
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
Anybody else?
Might as well. You already peed on us.
All right. Come back in about 8 hours, and we'll get that going.
Okay.
Yeah. 8 hours.
So you get back to camp. You guys are still alive.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you tell them that you found out really nothing. But you have a book.
If you guys go back to camp, I'm going to stay with the Minotaurs. So.
Okay.
I'm going to go back.
gone native!
You're not white anymore. Well, you guys go back. The Minotaurs do actually do a couple of interesting rituals throughout the night. They seem to be worshipping some nature spirit of some sort. Now they have an infinite amount of sacrifices too, which they do make to the spirit. And let's see, when they do that, give me a luck check, Ethan.
One down.
Okay. Yeah, they do the rituals in the other language. 8 hours will go by, and do you guys go to the tribe?
Yeah.
Do Olaf and our priest of Cord go to the tribe?
Oh, sure, what the hell. I already smell like Minotaur piss. Why not?
You can pee on us.
What else can they
Spit
do?
on us.
Well, whatever.
He could have He could have done a lot of stuff to that goo juice before he gave it to us. So
Yeah. You know how many lonely nights he spent concocting
hey,
that
check
stuff.
it out. I bet we can get these weird travelers to wear this stuff. Suckers. The Minotaurs that passed us on the way just were snickering as they left.
Alright, so you guys go back, and there's all the Minotaurs standing around in a circle, and at the center is the shaman, and they lead you to the center of the circle. And he starts talking in his other language, and they sacrifice some more animals.
He keeps his eyes closed.
They then take the blood from the various animals and they put marks on you.
Man, thou art ash. Sorry.
And they've also carved out the skulls of the Minotaurs you've killed.
Sweet.
They're like... they have some extra ones.
They're two less in number now.
What happened to...
Yeah, we're yeah. Like, we need 2 more skulls.
We can only have
You just volunteered, and so did you.
we can only have a certain amount of Minotaurs down here, so...
And you notice that they're not really well cleaned out. So they're kind of dripping and stuff. And then in Goblin trade, he's like, and for the final portion of the ritual, we will all drink from the mug. The mug, the mug. And bring out this big cup. It's got this goo in it. The Minotaur chef has it to the next Minotaur.
Oh, Minotaur backwash.
And then finally pass it to you.
I will take a deep breath and I will drink from it.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's kind of like snot. Going like really thick snot.
Like,
See, it's kind of warm.
boogies.
I uncork another bottle of
Then I
wine
will choke
and use
back my
it.
vomit and swallow it.
I uncork another bottle of wine and use it as a chaser. Got some wine if you wanted. It doesn't taste
And sometimes when people drink it, it'll get stuck on their chin, so when they hand the cup, it can go...
I'm going to bless the cup.
Now it tastes like holy pea.
Alright, you're part of the Minotaur tribe. You can live with us now. Let's have a feast. They're pulling out animals and throwing them at you.
Give me my bottles of wine back, you son of a bitch.
Like wine for everyone.
I'll drink the wine.
And if you guys seem squeamish around the raw animals, some of the Minotaurs will walk up and be like, oh, I understand. And then rip off the head and hand it to you.
I show them how to cook food. I'm bored.
They kind of... That's handy.
Later you can freeze dry it too. Am I still wearing the Minotaur head?
Unless you've taken it off. Sweet. They never took it back.
My Minotaur hat now.
This is bad. Then after a while, the party goes on and on and on, and then Minotaur starts shuffling off. And,
Shall we head back to
so,
town?
well, you guys killed the other Minotaurs that were guarding the room down there, so I guess that's your area.
Great.
So, kill those adventurers,
That was sharp to be a Minotaur.
We're going to go check out the sarcophagi, make sure that they're still safe. Yeah.
Down in our area.
There could be adventurers in there right now who wouldn't know about it.
That's a good point.
So,
You should go check that out.
yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
friend.
If we open in a bunch of magic stuff, like load shoe, it's just us checking the...
Oh, you won't be able to open it.
Oh?
You're part of the tribe.
Oh.
That's okay.
We welcomed you into the tribe.
So...
You are a brother!
So we can't touch the sarcophagus.
Hey!
The hell I can't. I don't have to. I can hit it from a distance.
I'll head down there and see if anything's changed.
Okay. You guys start to head down, and you pass the stairs area. You head back down to the sarcophagus, and you walk into the sarcophagi room, and you can get close to it, but you don't want to touch it. You have this unnatural, not fear of it, but
Told you we should have blown it up.
compulsion to, one, protect it, and two, to not do anything to it.
What about if I take my hat off? Take the hat off.
You
What?
it doesn't come off.
Great!
Way to go, nature boy.
Whatever.
I can muffin it, whatever.
What happens if we go into the room with the stairs?
Okay, you guys go in the room with the stairs. The stairs are still there. Go up to the door.
Any desire not to leave?
Not. At this point, there's a closed door.
Oh, idea. Open the door.
Ooh, that's a... Yeah.
Now that the door's open,
It's still burning.
see if he can go through now.
And you're like, don't really want to go out there. It's that. So it doesn't stop you from going to the door. It just stops you from
Going through.
Great!
We're
Okay, I go back down to the main room and start blasting away, and they kick us out of the tribe.
Alright, so Valley gets this look in his face.
I've had enough of Minotaurs.
Dad. And start heading downstairs.
Someone better stop me, because I'm going to go and probably be killed. Hey, then I can bring in a new character.
Stop.
Dang.
Please, no.
Stop.
Go.
Believe
In fact, let me go with you and make sure you don't do anything rash, like insult their parentage.
I might do.
Teach them how to cook again.
I think you're right about my father.
Saxon! What now?
He was a bull.
I have no idea.
Your mother was an inbred. Never mind.
Like,
Her mother wasn't...
yeah.
I would say let's try.
Your mother tripped on her own udders.
I would say we could try doing that here at the door. See what happens.
What is it?
Magic circle.
We'll do anything? Probably not. But hey, I'm
What else you got?
fresh out of inspiration at this point. So.
What other rituals are there?
Disenchant, magic item, and phantom steed. All of them, I think, require arcana, so I can't use them. I think they all require arcana. So I can't use any of them.
I don't think this will do anything.
The summoning circle, isn't it?
It's a magic circle. It's basically like protection from whatever. It might,
But it doesn't travel with us.
No, but what I'm saying is it might negate the, or we could do it in one of the sarcophagus rooms or whatnot, but it could negate the
This could help us. I don't know if it would, but this could help us perhaps get through the doorway. I don't know if it's going to be or not, but maybe this teeth there.
Use the steed to smash the...
Let's go back to the sarcophagus place and try the magic circle thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to do it though.
Why would it damage the sarcophagus?
Well, there's,
No, but there's
the other thing is that there's the
anti-divination spells in there.
Oh, is that a divination spell?
It should be. If it's not, then it doesn't really say what it is.
Which one is it?
Magic circle.
Magic Circle level 5. It's a binding magic.
It's basically, it's a magic circle that usually people use either for protection or to summon things and keep them in the magic circle. Magic circles, though, can be used for multiple purposes. It just kind of depends on what you do with it, where you cast it, things like that.
So probably shouldn't do any damage to the sarcophagus.
It won't damage it.
We may as well try it.
Might as well. Like everything else. Which sarcophagus do you want to do?
That one. Okay. That's our
You
start.
guys head down the stairs, and one of the other Minotaurs is there, and he seems to be handing out lunch, because now they have an infinite supply. And you a squirrel and a raccoon, and a raccoon and a squirrel, and the sheep. Takes back the sheep into your rabbit, the sheep, then wanders off.
Oh my. I'll use this protection.
If we kill all the other Minotaurs, we'd still be part of the tribe, would be the only option. Damn it.
Okay, so you go to the sarcophagus room.
I will put the magic circle around the sarcophagus and do some
What's the area on it?
category binding. It doesn't really say. Does it say anywhere?
Does it say it's
Time duration.
It's a time duration.
Until broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If drawn correctly, I think it's just however big you want to make the circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can make it different sizes. It has different requirements for.
But do we want to be inside?
When performing a ritual, you choose aberrant, elemental, fey, immortal, natural, shadow, or all.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. They can protect against things.
Yeah. The option applies a -5 penalty to... The last option applies a -5 penalty to the check. Circle requires 1 minute to inscribe per square inside the circle. That's
What if we
the only...
gather around the sarcophagus and I inscribe the circle around us and then light it up?
What are Minotaurs?
They're fey, aren't they?
Nope.
They're
No,
not.
they're not fey.
They're natural.
Yeah, they're natural.
Well, it depends on what book you're reading, but yeah.
Well, they're still naturally free reign.
Well, I'm saying, according to Dresden, he had Minotaurs,
But they're still natural. They were just there.
They were part of the Fae's court.
No, they were just there. They weren't actually part of the court.
Yes, they were.
Minotaurs are natural.
Anyway, whatever.
You guys have... I'm assuming you guys have some Odins on you.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Grufster.
Well, it's a scroll.
Oh, right. Yeah, you don't even have to worry about that. You just cast it. It'll take an hour, though.
Have, because it's a scroll.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Just saying.
So we're well inside the circle, because if we go inside the circle, any enchantment that's been cast on us by their silly little ritual should be severed if we do it correctly, or if we use basic rules, which we're probably not. So let's all stand inside the circle and collectively go, we want out.
Can we hold hands too?
We can hold hands,
Okay, great.
if you want.
What is it going
A virgin
to
would be good
what are
too
you
to
choosing
sacrifice, but
as your... what are you choosing as your...
is it one or all, or just...
Well, if you do all, you get down to your check.
I'm not doing that.
Minotaurs are natural. Devils are immortal.
Okay, we're inside the circle. So if something jumps out of its casket there, we're not going to be protected from it anyway.
Right.
But if we're outside, we're going to get jumped by Minotaurs. I would rather be inside with the creepy thing.
Right. So,
Great.
So we better just protect against natural. Unless we have another...
He's been right a few times already today. I'm not gonna say jack.
Warrior's like, I kill things. I stab them, and I kill them. Get me the hell out.
Can someone else do another magic
How much
circle?
did Jock get me out of here?
No, because you only have one ritual.
And we only have the one scroll.
I'm gonna say we could put one around the sarcophagus, and then us, and then one around us to protect us from both, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Alright, give me your Arcana check.
People could help us too.
You want to spend your little gold thing.
Yeah.
Remember, other people can spend gold things on other people. So we just spent one. So
What do I need to...
Just roll it.
And do your Arcana check.
8 and 7.
15.
15's probably not enough.
Oh my god!
It's raining gold. 15 and 8.
23.
23. So,
Jesus.
he starts to read the scroll, and he's like, okay, it's upside down. Okay. And then he reads it, and magic circle goes around the sarcophagus and the room that you're in, and now you guys are all standing inside the circle.
Oh, one more thing I should probably mention. Us being inside the circle could be... The room could target us and kill us all, but since we're here...
Ray!
I'll tell you that after I'm done.
Can we take off our centaur?
If that happens, it happens. Such as
We try to remove superheads.
Okay.
That
You
she's had.
try to remove your superheads, and they do come off.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to take off.
I take that thing the hell off
Okay.
and put it gently down next to me in case I need to put it back on.
Okay.
Sarcophagus.
Now I
Any
go
other
up
ideas?
and try to push on the sarcophagus a little bit. Not a violent shove, just touch it.
Right. You touch it. You can touch it. Nothing seems to happen.
Try to push on the lid.
Okay. It's going to take some prying, but you have big people.
What else do we gotta do? We're stuck in a circle.
Just give me a quick strength check. Just roll a d20.
No, the artistry of the scroll work is... Oh.
Just tell me what you got.
13.
Okay. So he just rolls rush up there, and he just... And... Now, at that point, you just hear this roar from the whole labyrinth. And some of the minotaurs that are close, one of them rounds the corner and charges into the room and then hits the circle. And then hits the circle again.
Do we still have the scroll, or is that used up now?
Now the scroll's gone.
Used.
Crap.
And more minotaurs start coming into the room, and they keep pounding against this field of energy. All right, so you push the top off of the sarcophagus there, and there is in the sarcophagus there is a body. The body is chained to what appears to be the sarcophagus. The body is not rotten. It's actually of a what appears to be a male human elf. You're not quite sure. It's beautiful, whatever it is. I mean, it's just pristine. The armor it's wearing is just covered in this script, this beautiful script, and it has this sword on its, basically lady. But it's chained, and it has wings that are covering it. It appears to be serving.
I just started to check to see trying to break the chain.
Okay.
Before we do that, let's figure out if we know what this is first.
Blood. More minotaurs running into them.
Okay, so I think it's a 24. Yeah, 24. Religion check.
Okay.
So do we know what this is based on that?
Yeah, let me get the actual exact.
Because I don't think elves normally have wings.
Well, it's definitely not an elf. It has kind of all the beautiful features of humanoid creatures. Okay. And it looks a little bit different for each one of you. Okay, so you stare down at it. It's definitely an angel.
Oh, we should definitely probably let that out. That's probably
Lucifer was an angel too, you know.
We're already.
It's an angel.
Smash.
So, Lord being straight in this case, and everybody else is like, just let it free rein, we're doing it on,
You smash the chain.
Devil's one it locked up, I want it out.
You smash the chains. Okay, the chains are off. Now what?
Try to wake it up.
Is it missing a hand or a foot?
No, the guy told us that those were Brendan's hand and foot.
Well, whoever was being dragged around it.
Yeah, whoever was being dragged around, we think was
Is
Brendan.
that head shaman minotaur in the room yet?
No.
Damn.
There's other minotaurs, and they're slamming against the magic circle.
It's a magic circle. They're not going to get through it.
Can we wake up the
Until it runs out.
Shut up, Bill.
Can we wake up?
Well, how do you want to try to wake up the...
Pick it up and shake it.
First, I would talk to it and say, hey,
tap it?
you there?
It seems to be very cold to the touch.
That might actually
burn it.
Why did they change it?
My holy symbol near it and see if that stirs it all, like kind of...
Move the sword?
Try to pick up the sword. That doesn't move. It's going to need some sort of healing.
Well, use
I pour a healing potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a bandolier of the damn.
Okay. So you pour the healing potion.
I take a Christmas cookie.
Sweet!
That was not... That's been a while.
Not very dignified. That worked.
Special campaign.
Well, there's a second of kind of just quiet, except for the minotaur smashing against the wall. And then the angel's eyes open up, and its hand just shoots up and grabs the individual that's above it, which would be you, and just pulls you down and just roars in your face, "Demon, I will slay you. Your soul will be..." And just,
do I look like a demon?
and then kind of stops,
Hold on, buddy, hold on. This is my friend.
sets you aside,
Oh, thank you.
I'm a cook.
and then stands up.
Would you like another?
You give him a potion, right?
No, it's a vial of poison. It's not give enough for this final drink.
I have to ask. So he drinks that and throws it, and then just kind of stares at you all, stretches.
So,
we're in this labyrinth.
Some kind of labyrinth attached to hell?
Plays out.
Where are the devils?
Probably from in the hell.
killed
area.
them
They
some
wander
time
around,
ago.
but
We're destroyed.
We've killed the ones we've run into.
And I personally,
And then he
dismembered them.
started dismembering
Just to make sure.
them.
In a very unholy
you are in the sarcophagus. The minotaurs are guarding you. There's another sarcophagus on the other side of the labyrinth.
You know who might be in that one?
Probably my brother.
If David Bowie's here,
Pulls up his sword and just catches on fire, and just looks at the minotaurs and starts to head towards the edge of the magic circle.
Let's go get your brother.
Yeah.
We can lead
Well,
you.
is your brother a badass?
Don't mind my idiot friend.
Let's go get him.
I believe that he was stupefied, maybe dropped on his head several times as a child.
Now, let me ask this. The minotaurs are just acting like they are supposed to. So, question. Do you let him slay the minotaurs, or do you ask him to do something else?
Maybe we should ask him to
Can he
talk to the
trans?
Minotaur and ask him to stand down.
I will explain the situation as far as what I think the Minotaurs are. You know, that they're
that they're
Compelled to
compelled to guard them, and so they don't know what they're doing. And if you can break that enchantment, do so. Otherwise, if you could just not kill them, would be great.
What he said.
Alright. Well, then he won't go on a killing frenzy.
When you find the devils, go to town.
Yeah, we won't say anything in defense of that.
We'll cheer you on.
I'll back you up.
I'll stand back and on, okay?
Alright.
I'll try not to blow you up.
I will stand in front and you can flank. We'll have a great time.
He steps out and he just steps through the circle and just starts backhanding minotaurs.
Are they waking up or are they dying?
Well, they appear to be going thump, 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 thump. He's like, they'll survive. Just keeps walking.
Break the sword, we follow them.
Got the divine turtle.
I'll tell him, follow me, we'll go to your brother.
Okay. And basically, he'll kneecap a few of them, break a couple of horns, things like that. Punching, yeah. And he's just walking, and it's not a peaceful feeling being around the angel. It's not a evil feeling. It's more of just, oh my God, I don't want to piss him off feeling.
So I will not talk to him.
So, you lead him to the other sarcophagus, which there is for a few moments a battle between the celestial angel and the shaman. The shaman lasts for about a round.
You say, while they're doing that thing, we'll go wake his brother up.
Get your bag back.
Yeah, get the bag back or it's out.
Well, you're part of the tribe. I mean, yeah.
No, I'm not.
Oh, we should leave him his bag. It's not his fault.
No, we want the bag. It's
No, we
totally his
want the bag.
fault.
We got the bag fair and square.
I don't
He
care,
helped us.
and we took it back fair and square.
Don't give it back to them fair and square.
It was a limited time offer only. Time has expired.
Well, the shaman goes, he crunched against the wall. You guys go in, and there's the other sarcophagus.
Open it.
Alright. Same thing. Strangle, you, devil. Stands up.
That's demon sword elsewhere, just in case.
What
are you doing?
This is nothing? And the two angels meet and just kind of stare at each other and then salute, and then they both turn their creepy, cold, not dead eyes, just creepy, cold eyes on these pitiful mortals.
Angel off.
Okay, we're trying to get out of here.
Sorry that we're pitiful mortals and all.
Can you help us out?
We totally bailed your ass out.
We're trying to get out of here.
Door to hell. We don't want to go to hell.
We don't, and we'd like to get out of here. If you have any suggestions, ideas to get out.
An imp or something.
Or can you fix
A
him
little thing.
so he
that-
doesn't burn when we go to hell?
Or if you want to seal that door for eternity,
Sealing the door would be good too. Just not us in here while you seal it.
and then,
We don't really know what your fight was about, or how you ended up here, or how long you were here, but
Maybe you can help us find our friend and resurrect him.
I prefer to focus on the positive that you're no longer imprisoned here.
Where is Dundinar?
Who?
Dundinar?
I don't know, but the rest of our friend might
A
know.
huge gold door at the top of a stairway that goes to hell. There's some sort of building in the distance. And they apparently dragged one of our friends through there. We don't really know.
We could look there.
Dundinar is probably within the fortress up there.
Do you mind if I ask who that is?
He is a devil.
Julius.
Fairly minor devil who has big dreams of glory and has somehow figured out a way to trap us here to our annoyance.
Great, let's go kick his ass.
You said your friend is up there somewhere?
We think so.
I think
We have his
cut
foot
off
in his hand.
and
We
foot. We found them by your two sarcophagi that you were trapped in.
His hand was by you, his foot was by you. We're not sure why.
But the shaman
He was
ogre,
taken there. He was not walking with them.
The shaman ogre said that they
He didn't
dragged
hop
him
up the stairs.
presumably up the stairs through the door because that's
Probably screaming on the way, little girl.
Yeah, probably.
Wouldn't you scream like a little girl?
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Well, this is not hell.
Nope.
This is someplace else. Probably some sort of prison.
Want to see the door? We'll take you to the door.
Let's go.
All right.
Quick, get 2 chickens.
Do you mind if I
You have to sacrifice a life to open the doors.
Take us to the door.
See up that stairs? There's a door right there.
don't
And he goes, stab.
What the hell? Son of a bitch.
They stare at the door for a little bit. Like, that's a door.
I wish I had some.
And then they just start hacking the door apart.
Sweet, I got 2 free chickens.
And after a while, the door goes. And they step out, and they both just scream, "Dundanar, we are here!" And the plane kind of echoes. And then they just start walking.
Hold on, guys. Can you fix
I'm going to follow behind them.
Wait.
I'm assuming proximity to them might help.
Bits. We can't.
I don't need to be fixed, but you can fix my bits.
We can't go in because he's in so much pain.
The one will stop and look back. Is your faith so weak that a little pain will stop you?
He did join up with the Minotaurs on the first try.
Ignore my idiot friend. Can you fix that problem, please? My faith is not weak. That's a measure of my faith. The fact that I'm in pain because of the evil that's in this plane or dimension or wherever we are.
Sometimes you must sacrifice.
Isn't one of his chords prayers, no pain, no gain?
Sometimes you must sacrifice for the greater good.
I think they're telling you just have to grin and bear.
I do plan to use these eventually, so suck it up, soldier.
Come on!
And your weird.
I guess I'm gonna pay for my bits.
The other one stops and looks at you and says, is the priest of Cord so weak?
Wait, you're a priest. You're chaste anyway.
And then
What are
just
you gonna
turns
do?
and walks off, and the other one's like, are you going to let my brother tell you off like that? You're a priest of Cord.
I was thinking about it. He is an angel.
I'm gonna go punch him. No, I'm gonna punch. I'll punch one of you guys. let's stand. Yeah.
Hey,
You deserve it.
Come on, Caleb.
Armor faith on the bits.
Okay. The other angel starts walking.
I will help you.
why does that mortal play with himself?
And it is painful. It is painful. And you do have to struggle.
We will both give each other strength. Come.
Oh my god, that hurts so much! It is like burning!
He's complaining.
I love that when you just prance on it. Like, isn't that true? I'm so glad I'm not really connected to nature.
Yeah, the druid's not too happy either. It's because it's not. Yours is just because, well, it's good, evil. So that's like, yeah. Yours is just because it's unnatural. So it's like, right.
I gotta take my amulet protection off and then move it down close to my belt and tie it on there. Just because.
And we will leave it at that, marching upon the fortress of Dundanar.
Dun-dun-dun.
So that you guys can go in and, with a little bit of angel help, kicks the crap out of
And
them.
my symbol of life is going down there too.
They got some smacketh down on
The smacketh down.
On the Rudy Boom and yeses.
That was a good call on the magic circle.
Huh?
Stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Hey, the crowd chased another one in.
Welcome! Come in. Make yourself comfortable.
What is this place?
Don't worry. You found a Gamer's Haven.
The Gamers Haven Podcast at gamershavenpodcast.com.
You've been listening to the Gamers Haven Podcast. Subscribe to the show by visiting our website at gamershavenpodcast.com, where you can also discuss all things gaming in our forum, drop us an email, or just peruse our episode archives. You can also call us toll-free and leave a message to be played on the show by dialing 1-877-416-1270. That's toll-free, 877-416-1270. On our website, you'll also find our actual play podcasts, chronicling our misadventures through all things role-playing. Enjoy what you hear? Why not support the Gamers Haven by purchasing Gamers Haven merchandise, visiting our affiliates, or just by clicking on our donate button? The Gamers Haven podcast is released under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial, Share-alike 3.0 United States license, some rights reserved. Some music in this podcast is used with permission of Joe Hero Band at joehero.com. This is a Thousand Monkeys production.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.